Fellow Americans, you have to clean it.
somebody is rolling before we even started the game. Somebody is very excited to play, and I'm very excited to bring you, everybody, Session 3 of Tales of Seglesia. Seglesia, yes, like a glazed donut. This thing's gonna be tastier than a glazed donut. Listen, this is Matt, your chaotic and writer, and thank you very much for attending this stream. We are 1, 2, 3 sessions in to this campaign, featuring some of your all-time favorite role players, characters, and players in general. That is to say, we have Gabe Grimoire playing as King. We have it's the order. It doesn't really matter what the order is, Matt. Listen, it's Gabe Grimoire as King. We have Phoenix V playing as Orgoth. We have Squigs playing as Windveer. We have Sensei Suplex playing as Rashid. And then we have Emmy Inspiration playing as Ray. And of course, Ambrose playing as Zug. And let me bring everybody up here. How's everybody doing today? It's a fantastic. It's a fantastic day to play some D&D.
Yeah.
Who said that we are playing the Dungeons and Dragons? I do not remember signing up for this.
Wait, I thought this was Pathfinder. I'm in the wrong chat.
Emmy's already done.
I have individually hired people to kidnap you from your apartments and force you into an empty room, onto a chair, in front of a computer, running only this instance of Foundry in Firefox. So...
Wait, you guys are using Firefox? Wait a minute, hold on, stop that. Hold the presses.
Listen, I use Chrome for everything, but I use Firefox if I'm doing any viewing of the Foundry virtual tabletop, because it doesn't stutter and doesn't have problems. Hey, you got to use the tools you have available to you.
I was gonna say, you guys aren't running this on Microsoft Edge?
Stop.
No. That is disrespectful.
Wait, you guys aren't using Internet Explorer?
Oh my god. These guys need to go somewhere. But in actually terms of actually good web browsers, Opera GX is actually pretty good. Highly recommend that. That and Vivaldi. Vivaldi was pretty fun when I had that.
You guys aren't playing this on your fridge? Get on my level.
Yo,
yes.
Reporting live from Internet Explorer. It's session 0 of Tales of Seglesia. We're starting a brand new campaign.
All right, I'm leaving.
All right. It's a classic Internet Explorer joke. I'm at the bottom level of comedy, and I'm going to work my way up the ladder. Hey, everybody. Before we start, naturally, questions. And that is, what do you think is the... Oh, God. I don't think I want to ask that question. What do you think is the... Fuck it. What do you think is the sexiest monster in D&D?
Oh, my God. Oh, wait. No, I know this. Fucking tieflings. Because they're hot. Literally and...
Monster?
jokingly.
Did you say tiefling?
Yeah, fiends.
I guess it depends on what edition.
Same thing.
I would say drow.
Okay, if we're talking about 5th edition monsters, not like character races, what are...
Oh, monsters. Like actual monsters.
Like monsters.
The beholder. Look at that eye. The wing.
That's a
Right,
big
it's the eyes. It's the eyes.
I would have gone with more. I was gonna say more of. I'd say Medusa. Think about it though. It's the hottest one because you become rock hard after one sight.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I hated you.
Okay.
I can't. I'm Squigums. I'm gonna So I was on a show, No Man's Stream, and so all I can say is one of our players had a Medusa. I'm gonna DM you exactly this because I can't say what their thing was or what their character was on stream. But I'm just gonna DM you this, buddy.
Perfect. I need to add it to my collection of homework.
I
Okay.
see.
Let's keep it as brief as possible for everybody else. Hey, sexiest D&D monster. Just state like monster and
Cthulhu.
single sentence reason.
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu? Okay. Cthulhu. It's the eyes. It's the eyes. I feel like I'm lacking answers from everybody else.
You know my answer? The slime, bro. Just engulf me.
Dude, what is the gelatinous cube?
Yeah.
Gelatinous
Yeah.
cube. God damn it.
I read a
Gelatinous
panel on
cube.
this subject. This is great.
All right. Well, I think this is the end of Shadows. Or sorry, of course, it's the end of Tales of Seglesia. I think
I would just add one more thing.
we are
'cause I-
discontinued. All right.
Wait, no. Wait, hello.
You're still here?
Team lag.
Add one more thing. Go.
Oh, okay. All right. Hot take. You guys have all seen D&D character art. Have you seen one tiefling that wasn't hot? No, you haven't. I rest my case. They're all, for whatever reason, though canonically they're supposed to be, oh, I fucking hate you and all this other stuff. No, everybody just draws them as very, very hot. So there you go. I rest my case.
Yeah, I don't think honestly, I don't think I've ever seen a tiefling that was just like fully clad without some sort of like skin showing or pecs or something.
You can't.
You can't.
You literally
doesn't
can't.
exist. Doesn't exist. Not
Well,
at
it's because
all.
they're devilishly good looks.
It's like an inverse Rule 34. It's like a complete inverse. Anyways, listen. Let's focus on the game because I think maybe I need to change up my question selection for the future.
You started that.
I did.
You really did.
Yeah.
So hey, y'all down to play some D&D?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet.
No.
No. Okay.
No.
I'm waiting. You want to play the D&D there, Squigs?
That, I'll play. I'm just kidding. Yes. Jeez, you have to take it so literally.
All right. It's been a long week. I've been trying to like figure out ways to just kind of like keep things easy. But hey, listen. The last that we came together to enjoy a game of D&D, our characters found themselves staring down a grotesque creature. This creature was not one creature, but comprised of many, many, many rodents. And through sheer martial prowess, our characters were able to vanquish this creature in the middle of the Grub Court in Autumn Rock. In that process, they were able to garner the appreciation and respect of many within the Grub Court. They were approached by a yet nameless individual who claimed to be an official with the Vagabond Arena. And at first, they approached with the intent of working out some sort of arrangement for Zug, who had performed with a clash against the creature. This official planned on working the books a little bit to make sure that Zug got the best results in the tournament. But hey, through the quick thinking of Ray, followed by Rashid, they were able to properly pitch Zug as the main event star that he truly is. And this Vagabond Arena official started getting ideas, started thinking about different ways to approach this new opportunity. Also in that process, 3 individuals claiming to be from the City Watch approached the characters, and had begun asking them questions upon the whereabouts of a particular arsonist / murderer. Without any answers to provide, the characters simply waited out these fishy individuals, as it seemed that these people dressed up as City Watch and playing the role of City Watch seemed to be very, very intent on finding this individual. Yet, even more mysterious is still the unknown behind this mysterious stranger that has peered at you from various reflective surfaces throughout your stay here at Autumn Rock. At this moment in time, everybody who has lingered around at the Grub Court proceeds to spend perhaps the next 10 or 15 minutes acquiring something to eat, taking care of small pieces of business, and soon after, a messenger arrives. And that messenger arrives directly to Ray. And that messenger, with a envelope and a letter enclosed, brings that letter up front, and the contents suggest that the Vagabond official who had spoken with you earlier is asking all of you to her hut so she can talk business with each of you. And so, without further ado, unless there are other pieces of business that need to be taken care of in the immediate, do you all follow the beckoning of this envelope and go to the hut of this so-called official?
Well, if it's business, I'll go.
Oh, hold on real quick. Probably not immediately, as I think it was me, Orgoth, and King. I mean, it wasn't anything to roleplay, but I was going to go get my weapons from just a random sort of weapon, not store, but you know what I mean.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And Orgoth was going to investigate the golem. See if there's anything magical.
Understood. So, investigating the golem, acquiring specific weapons from, I imagine, would be the treasure market. And King, was there a particular thing you wanted to take care of, or were you attending, or were you accompanying these individuals?
I would just be accompanying them.
Whoa, I cannot hear you.
Nope. Am I low?
I'm
Very low.
going to turn you up all the way.
I would just be accompanying them.
Okay. Excellent. So, this may be a fair opportunity to roleplay those particular instances, and we can do that. However, once completed, would you be interested in following up on this message, or are there other things you wish to do in Autumn Rock?
I mean, Rashid hears something about the job. He assumes that that's going. He's down.
Zug just wanna fight.
Zug wishes to fight as usual.
Yes. Very deep character, okay?
Yes, absolutely.
Don't worry, you're about to get some character development in this training arc.
All right. So, in which case, let me bring up the Autumn Rock map. Generally speaking, oh, all these rats must go. Oh, by the way, I have the new token for our furry friend. And that is this one.
Look at the little beam.
To,
That is amazing.
To be accompanying Ray on their bit of business. But first and foremost, since you are all immediately here, Orgoth, please perform an investigation check on the golem.
Ooh,
Oh
23.
my!
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
20.
God!
God damn.
Okay. So, there's information that I will provide you, but this is an opportunity for, I would say also this is an opportunity for you to stretch beyond what is simply in front of you and to take a little bit of intuition from your arcana. So, if you could, I would like you to also follow it up with an arcana check with advantage.
17.
17, okay. So, the rat golem that you had just fought, as you begin poking around at the remains of the rat golem, actually would be a fantastic opportunity for us to bring back the Grubcore map. As you are, let's make it visible again. As you are individually inspecting the body, that is to say, the fragmented remains of the rat golem, you have flashes, images that come across your inner vision that seem to spark within your mind as you were poking around. You remember distinctly how the rats behaved, how they remained very fixated on each and every one of you, Orgoth, and the rest. Not only that, but a terrible incantation could have been heard upon the air. And they had all come together into this form. Everything seems to suggest to you that something was controlling these rats. Something had given them the power to come together and become this rat golem. And it's almost as if this creature, this rat golem, was a part of some sort of greater, this greater magical force. You can't put your finger on it, but it seems that there is some powerful magic that is very focused upon you for one reason or another. And there's nothing in particular that you all remember doing. You know, by taking a look at the remains, this is not the work of those you used to belong to, Orgoth. This is not the work of anybody who shared any of that magic. This is something completely different. And it's something very powerful. To some degree, it gives you an unnerving feeling even stronger than if it was those who you knew before. But
Right,
sorry.
if he has that feeling, Orgoth will back away slowly, holding his forehead. He'll get close to the group and just tell them that there was magic involved.
Yes, that's kind of expected. What type of magic are we talking about here?
Yes, it's like conjuration or something.
Powerful invocation.
Okay, sure.
It's something, well, I'll give you this. Conjuration is what created the golem, but the same force that embodied the rats individually embodied the golem as a whole. Something psychic. And this is the extent of your magical insight on this creature and the happenings, the things that you have experienced so far.
It's pretty much something more powerful than me.
Well,
I will have to discover that power.
very well then. Well, you said it's a very powerful magic, is it not?
Yes. It's
Oh, son of a
either
bitch. Freaking muted. God dang it. Every single time. I'm having a whole conversation, y'all.
I'm sorry.
It happens.
Every time, man.
I'd go there with everybody, but go over with Orgoth's like, I think we should probably do this after all of our all of this I guess with our fun, we should probably be able to head over to one of the magical libraries. I'm sure they'll at least have some information that comes with it.
you have a vial.
A vial.
Grab some of its blood. Study it.
Just so y'all remember, Zug has its spine as a scarf if y'all need it, okay?
That's actually true.
But
If Orgoth is asking for a vial, because I'm 99% sure Rashi has one, you know, with this sort of scams and whatnot. He probably has an empty one as well, I'm assuming. Matt, you can tell me if that's wrong or not, but...
Let's see. Something as simple as a vial, right?
yeah, considering his family and, like, what they actually do.
I imagine, let's see. Visual appearance proficiency of the kit.
I mean, if not, I'll just pull something out or whatever.
I typically think like a vial is something that is something that is innate to certain kinds of kits. Now, you have a disguise kit. I imagine some sort of something or other. You have a vial to get a sample of something, maybe. That's the only way I would rationalize. That's the way I would rationalize it. The disguise kit isn't going to literally say that, but, you know, most of those kits that are based upon, like, you know, if it's tinkering, herbalism, alchemy, disguise, anything that deals with substances, there has to be a vial in there somewhere. I'll make that determination.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll just throw him a vial and whatnot, then just say, "Hey, here you go." But you said there's something about it being psychic, did you not?
Yep.
Psychic. It's not the conjuration or something, then. I could be wrong, but maybe something or someone, or even a device of some sorts, was controlling that thing. And Well, if that was the case, then they couldn't have been too far. Had to control it somehow, right?
Could it be the work of the hooded person? Or the person the guards are searching for?
Well, I mean, let's think about this. Hold on. He said think. Intelligence. Is he smart right now? Okay, not that much. Okay, so he's not that big brain. But he'll at least say, well, maybe, but I think that oh no, I kind of lose it. I mean, the individual he only targeted us, so maybe since the hooded man, I mean, he looked at us, so I mean, could be, but maybe he was trying to warn us. I don't fucking know. This is too much thinking for me.
Mind if I partake this, my friend? I was gonna say, my good red friend. I would probably guess that neither of them are probably the best suspect when it comes to that, considering that the hooded men within the figure have been trying to warn us. Now, why would he be able to attack us when he's trying to warn us to begin with? That doesn't make any sense when it comes to logical conclusion. As for the wanted tiefling, I would say it's probably not her, considering the fact that she made herself too known when it comes with it. If somebody has too much power to be able to create that construction as is, they would not make themselves known in such a period of time, and not only that, why would there not be more?
You've said so much, and I don't understand a single thing.
Essentially, both of them are probably not going to be the cause of this golem.
Oh, why didn't you just say that?
You know, this guy could probably sell me anything if he talked like that all the time.
I don't understand anything.
Well, Orgoff will get closer and just take a sample, put it in the vial, and go back to the group.
No.
You pick trophy as well. Very nice. Yes.
Not quite a trophy, but thanks.
Well.
That's it. There's nothing else. Well, Orgot, did you get everything that you needed?
Yep. Now we just need to find someone to tell us what it is.
Yeah, that is true. But, I mean, you think that one person that we're supposed to meet up with has any idea? Probably not, but I mean,
No, but she did say she's willing to partake in a business arrangement. I would say we'd at least check out that business arrangement as is. Never hurts to be able to figure out when it comes to it comes with a mutual beneficiary, if not.
So, she wants us to sacrifice people?
What?
No.
Sacrifice? Yes.
That sounds good to me.
No. She wants to do business so we make more money.
Where's this
Money.
from?
The Snake Man did say money equals bogus happy, so yes.
that I did. But also at the same time, I'm kind of with Ray on this. Well, no, I mean, Ray, come on. I mean, he did sort of mention that he could sort of help us out for a little bit. Let's hear him out for a little bit, huh? But if you cross me, I will cut you. And it'll just sort of like flip a dagger out.
Understandable.
So, at this moment, it sounds like some of you want to follow up on this note. A couple of you may want to take up one or two quick stops. I would say, I guess my first question for Rashid is, the weapon that you were referring to, is this something that is already in your possession, or is this something that would be picked up on the market, or could we basically say that it is something that has been commissioned, is being delivered today? How do we want to approach this?
So I said like last session or this previous session, just to kind of make it up on the fly, that I imagine Rashid probably commissioned it or to get quote unquote improved somewhere, and he's supposed to go pick it up or around here, and maybe that's probably the reason why he and Ray are down here in the first place, just to sort of hang out and look around and see what's going on here, but also get that weapon for him.
Gotcha. This weapon would have been ready for you in one of two places, either the treasure market, which is the bazaar, or the Forge Master's Corner, which is where there are a couple of active furnaces and forges for smelting, blacksmithing, and other ironworks and works with metals. In which case, if you're picking it, like if it was something that was made from a far away place and it was shipped here, I'd say treasure market. Otherwise, if the craftsperson is literally here, then it would be the Forge Master's Corner.
I'd imagine the Forge Master's Corner, to be honest, since Rashid lives in Seglesia and all that. But,
Okay.
I mean, I'm down for like pretty much whatever the other individuals tagging along want to go to the place. So I guess I don't know if Zugray or oh gosh, I'm still getting used to people's names. Winveer. I don't know if they are coming along, but I know that King and Orgoth definitely were interested, I think.
Zug was coming along. I'm pretty sure. I don't really remember it because
Okay.
you are his manager.
There you go.
Well, I guess that's more better. I do not need any real weaponry as is. But I do actually want to hear out this business arrangement. So I'll probably head over there.
So the question then becomes, do one and then the other, or are you proposing a party split?
Oh no, if I can, I'd rather keep everybody together. So probably head to the one, and if for whatever reason Rashid can't remember where the weapon is, I mean, if it's not at the first place, then I guess obviously go to the second place.
Gotcha. And they are not too far away from one another.
Okay.
For the most part, the hut that I'm referring to is within the limits of Autumn Rock, and it is built into a larger building that is just north of the so-called I gotta remember what it's called, the Players something. Where'd it go?
Players Row.
Players Row, that's it.
All right, Players Row 555.
Are you dialing? Are you calling the number for the Players Row to see if you can like ask them if your weapon is in? You were dialing 555 something.
Yeah. All right, 5. I know. Yeah.
See, I started at the very bottom of humor, and I'm working my way up a little bit. It's been a long week. Anyways, hey, so go to the hut. Is that the idea? Is that the next step?
I mean, after the weapon thing, yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So let's return to the main map here.
I guess on the way there, everybody, Rashid will probably just say to the party again, just walking and talking. Yeah, seems like all of you have quite interesting fighting styles, especially Orgoth. You, from what I could tell, you fight with the way of the blade as well as a little bit of spell casting on the side, similar to mine. How exactly did all of you learn how to fight, anyways?
Tutoring.
Tutoring.
Well, my adopted father wanted me to be able to at least have some combat prowess in case anything else happens. So it's taught. So it's taught in the way. Taught in the way of proper fencing.
Fancy.
If you are all traveling as a group, by the way, I would like one of you, want you to select one of you to roll a D100 for possibility of an encounter.
I'll do it. I think it's funky.
Roll a 1. Roll a 1.
Honestly, I want to see what happens with a 1.
There we go.
I don't think you want a 1.
No.
I want one now.
It's not.
Cowabunga it is. I want a 1.
Oh, well, someone's going to be upset.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Wait, is this what I think it is? Ah, son of a bitch. Oh no. I think I know what this is.
Do you know what this is? Because
I don't, but I feel confident in my answer, so I will act like I am right until I am proven wrong.
all right.
He was right.
That's what Rashid will do. I will just be like, yep, checks about right. I'm still a dumbass. Alrighty. Oh my goodness.
Let's go to the next instance. Okay.
If it's not a golem, I swear to God.
It's a very small encounter. It's a teeny tiny encounter, but you know, since it was Winveer that decided to roll for it. As you are passing through, there is maybe 1 or 2 stall where they are currently, these are stalls away from the grub court where they are selling food or cooking food. Some of them have more than one story, essentially preparing the food in the upper story and selling and offering the food in the lower story. But as you are moving, of course, in that direction, somebody unwittingly decides to tip over an entire barrel of waste out of that 2-story window, and y'all, every single one of you, need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Ah, shit.
Fuck, I'll fucking kill him.
Dexterity save and boop. Please.
Oh boy.
I don't like this.
Did everybody
Where
get
do I
above a
roll
10?
saving throws
Yes.
again?
How do
One second, I can't even see.
Wait, where do I roll saving
There
throws
we go.
again? I'm
Yeah,
stupid,
where do I
guys.
roll?
How the fuck did Dex build roll the lowest on his dexterity saving throw? Like, come on, man.
Let me see if this is a saving throws.
That's so
straight
funny.
dexterity.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I see. I see.
Could be worse.
Fuck.
Ooh.
Like, thank you, Zog. We go down together.
Zug. And hold on a second, because Rashid got 11, so Rashid succeeds. However, Zug, you are completely engulfed in just this murky, greasy waste. It's food waste from days ago that was left out and left in a back room that nobody managed to do anything with until this early evening, when they decided to pour that nonsense out of the window and directly onto you.
Zug is just like, Zug just got a free bath. Yes.
Interesting.
Refreshed.
Oh God! It smells like a cockatrice decided to do is to shoot its excrement all over you.
Why everyone looking at Zug weird?
Oh,
Oh, goodness.
give me a second. So, all right,
Sound or an image. Ah, I can't be a
I
second.
have this. and I'm going to cast Prestidigitation onto Zug.
Okay. Are you gonna legitimately, like, are you just removing the odor, or are you doing more with
I'm removing the
prestidigitation?
odor.
Okay.
I'm removing the odor. It's kind of at this point I kind of accepted that Zug is not what you'd call normal.
Yeah.
So he probably wouldn't mind all of it. I'm getting rid of the odor. It's just foul.
Now Zug dirty again.
At least my sinuses would thank me, and all of you later.
All right. And thus ends the encounter. That's as easy as it was, everybody. That's all it was. That was all it was. Anyways, you know, because not every encounter needs to be a combat encounter unless you want to pick a fight with this person. But oops, you guys moved on.
I cast Firebolt. No, I'm kidding.
I cast magic in the darkness.
Okay, so you have reached basically the intersection between the player's row and the Forge Master's corner. You can essentially you can each take care of your pieces of business, but between we don't want to split the party. So why don't we have everybody go over to the Forge Master's corner first to take care of business, and then go to the hut.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. We all vibing.
Sweet. All right, I'm going to roll a D100 for a thing.
Oh no.
Oh no, because things happen sometimes.
Oh no. Oh no, indeed.
What did I roll? I rolled 25. Rather, the Twitch front end rolled 25.
Yeah, who that?
Oh, that me. That's just me again. Yeah. You notice that as you enter into the Forge Master's corner, there is a wagon that has thrown a wheel and upturned in the middle of the street. And there are a lot of people that are trying to move goods to and from the Forge Master's corner and the player's row, but there's a massive backup of traffic. This does not really concern you because you are not on a vehicle, you are on foot. However, you can very distinctly see when you get to the cause of this backup that there is clearly a wagon that is nearly tipped over, and one of the wheels are basically cracked in half. And they seem to be struggling trying to get the thing repaired as people are yelling and screaming at them to hurry up. This is something that you notice, but that would be to the right of you. To the left of you is the location of the particular blacksmith that you had commissioned in order to create this weapon, Rashid. They are currently set up just outside a dwarven style forge with a long tent next to it, where they're set up at an anvil, currently working on some other pieces. But behind them is an entire rack full of pieces that they have been commissioning pretty much the entire week. Or that they've been fulfilling commissions. Yes, that's what I meant.
Gotcha. That said, and this individual, because he said it's Dwarven style forge, it's a dwarf, I'm assuming?
That would be correct.
Okay. That said, Rashid will look towards the others and just say, browse and look around. I just need to handle a little bit of business. He's willing to sort of test what you got. He'll call over Ray and Winveer. He definitely will call over Ray and just sort of whisper to him, hey, just make sure I'm not getting ripped off on this thing, and make sure the deal is squeaky clean and everything, but they'll not, and all that stuff. And then yeah.
I understand.
But yeah, Rashid will approach the dwarf individual and say, yes, hello, my friend. It is me, Rashid. We've met before, I assume, but I am here to pick up a little bit of my weapons that I got commissioned not too long ago. They were like these strange sort of blades attached with chains. You know the whole thing. It's kind of unique, huh?
The dwarf is an auburn-haired individual with a very fine set of braids down his head and down his beard. He is wearing a black shirt without sleeves. Clearly, he's somebody who thrives in the heat, as most dwarves of this particular profession do. And the sign up top is called Trial by Fire, which is the name of his smithing practice. And he says, Gotcha. So, which one is it? I've received a bunch of different orders for things. I got a couple of odd ones. Are you the... Oh, wait a moment.
Sort of flash the cards, give him a little bit of a smile.
I remember you. Okay. Listen, you were the ones with the set of curved blades, almost like a mixture between a sword and an axe. The pair.
Yeah. That is correct. Yes. The tattoo, the chains, and all of that sort of thing.
He grins widely and he begins rubbing his hands. It's like, I've really enjoyed making this one. It's not very often I get to make a weapon like this. And then he goes to the back, and that entire rack full of finished pieces, he ends up separating it. You find out that it's actually 2 racks. And he pulls them apart almost as if they're on a roller. And behind that first rack are a bunch of, you can clearly see, like, masterwork weapons. Some exotic blades, some spears that look like they belonged to ancient royalty. And nestled between them is your weapon. Actually, do you have a preferable photo that you could DM me so that I can create an image of it on Foundry? Because
And made it. Crap, I don't think he ever sent it to me. We were in that voice call. I do not. So we're just gonna say, you can use the image. Actually, they use on D&D Beyond, but
I think I found the.
It's straight up, literally the Kratos Blades of Chaos, like. It's straight up that. Where are these things? There we go. You said DM it too?
I think I found an image, but if you have that's a better one for sure.
So it's kind of like that, except for instead of it being like dragons and stuff like that, it's more of just a massive sort of serpent sort of coiling around the blade.
Gotcha. So he digs through these pieces in the back and then pulls out yours. And create an entry. It's just so I can add the picture. And he ends up picking it by each of the handles. He swings it around lazily, in a sense where he's doing it he's doing it out of a sense of joy almost, that he finally gets to reveal the craftsmanship of this piece to someone. And that person naturally is you.
Rashid, if he is offering it to him, will say, yes, this is exactly what I was looking for. Wonderful work, wonderful work. Do you mind if I try it out real quick?
Well, by all means, but you should be aware that things are not going to bode very well if those go missing before we've had our bit of payment.
Oh, no. Just a little to test the weight to make sure they're all good. 2 seconds.
All right.
Yeah. He'll just take it, sort of mess around with it, sort of wrapping the chains around his forearms for a brief moment, sort of flailing them about in almost this sort of... It's a strange sort of flourish, but it seems as if it comes natural to Rashid. Despite you guys only seeing him have these weapons for, 2 seconds? He seems to be almost natural when it comes to wielding them. And eventually, after a bit of time, he's saying, wonderful, wonderful. Pass him back. You've earned your keep. That being said, well, I believe, what exactly price did you sort of mention? My mind sort of precedes me.
Well, a weapon like this is, this is pretty much one of a kind. I don't make weapons that are of this sort of design. I do different variations on it. This one, however, I decided to add a bit of embellishment, some ornamentation to the, to the handles, to the sconces. No, sconces. What is that part called? Never mind, doesn't matter.
I don't know, swords.
So, we were discussing a price of about 30 gold pieces, I do believe.
Gold pieces? What the fuck? Just say and look at him. I mean, do you think they're made of money or something? Hey, come on, you seem like a nice guy. We have to get a bit of fun. Come on.
Well, this is a customized piece. What do you expect? This is something that only you have a version of. I've made no others, and look at the detail that I've put into this thing.
Oh, sort of nudge the two behind him. Yeah, I'm phoning in a friend.
As soon as he does that, I'm gonna touch each of us and give us guidance for our upcoming persuasion rolls.
Oh no, it's one of you just kind of looking back, give it like a little bit of chuckle. It's like, well, I'm only here to make sure that the deal is fair.
Well, do you think this deal is fair? Or I think it may be. What do you think?
Well, and I was like, mind if I just check it for a second? As I go over to the blacksmith, and I'm gonna do a perception check to see how well the craftsmanship is on the blade.
Investigation or perception?
Okay. They're both the same, so I'll make it more better. It's an investigation. 4 because of guidance. Let's go.
All right.
10. That's not a good roll.
That dice, I don't like what that thing did.
Yeah. I'll say this in the angle of the sun tipping down, just about over the walls, the outer walls of the city of Seglesia, you see this, golden ray of light glint off the ornate hilt of each of these blades. And it dazzles you in the eye. And it makes you think to yourself, this thing should be worth more.
I'm gonna put it down, then walk over back to Rashid. It's like, truth be honest, it's probably underselling. But I'd say it'd probably be a smart idea. It's try to see if you can get it down to 25 and see if you're able to hit the 28 mark. That way it's not. That way it's cheaper. It's not compromising to the prices which both of you want.
Yes, but that's not really the issue. I mean, I looked in my pockets and I was like, oh, look at that. Oh, 15 gold. That's a lot more than I thought I had. And then he says, 30 gold, as if doubling my entire pockets. I mean, I can try, but I don't know where that other gold is going to come from. I mean...
sadly, it's not going to be coming from me. I only had enough of allowance today in order to be able to do some business. I don't have a lot on to me right now. As I look, it's like, I think our fixing companion might be able to at least lend you some of the money.
I have an idea. Well, no, it's not the best idea, but it is an idea. And he looks over towards Zug.
Zug is looking up as if something clicked in his brain, and he's like, economics.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
This is a terrible idea, but we have, you see, an opportunity, huh? Zug here is... Oh, wait, fuck, you're a... whatever, he doesn't care. He is going to be fighting in a tournament, huh? And a lot of eyes are going to be on him, huh? And I mean, it's not the best.
I got it.
Good.
In that case, give me a second. I believe I can handle this one. As I go over, I decided to go over to the blacksmith.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry to interrupt when it comes to interrupt. I know it's that me and my associates will be wishing to partake in the blade, but we do have a business opportunity that'll probably help you even more.
I'm waiting.
Yes, perfect. See, what it is that, as I point over to Zug, our associate over here is going to be one of the top stars that going to be fighting within the arena tonight. And with it, we could be able to do is put it into a down payment that allows you to not only allow us to be able to use the blades, but also use it as advertisement when it comes to your smithery. Think of it this way: the money we put down now will pay up in higher dividends than it would be with just us out buying it, because not only would it be able to actually have a sort of monetary value that you have with us right now, but you will be able to actually go up to any of the crowds and know exactly what they want in a higher commission than you would get with any time else with your average advertisement. All I'm saying is, we put in some money down. Take the blades, we give them over to our associate over there. He fights in the arena with them. We explain about the great craftsmanship coming from your smithery. After that, you'll be swimming in with a lot of other men within the martial prowess that be wanting your blades.
Roll a persuasion. Please do it with y'all are. Thank you.
I was gonna chime in if I need to give him some advantage. Rashid will just say, "Oh,
no, that's what I was hinting at." Like somebody.
Okay, yeah. All right, Rashid will just say, unless Ray has anything else to add, because you're the manager of this situation. Our associate here. Did you want to add anything?
They're your blades. You fight for them.
All right, you got it. Well, you see, I mean, hey, what a better time than now? I mean, this is the festival, and you're not too far from the arena. Multiple individuals trying to, after seeing our associate win and conquer them all, will immediately be sourcing themselves directly to you to see exactly where he got his stuff.
Yes. Please, Squigums, Mr. Winveer, please roll a persuasion with advantage.
And because I have guidance, hell yeah.
You do have guidance.
Let's go.
Oh shit.
This man's cracked.
Oh,
Okay.
Give it to you.
So it's
Oh,
interesting
you
when you
maxed
were
everything.
walking up to this dwarf, he had this just like big grin, almost sneer on his face, like, you know, look at what I can make, look at how much I'm charging for it. But as soon as you begin rationalizing with him on the opportunity for there to be more exposure for his practice, he and for a moment you lose him, because with how you talk so elegantly, some people are lost on it. This individual is certainly lost on it, and so he begins blinking and kind of his mind wanders a little bit, and he's scratching his beard, and he's like counting on his hand. And then he says, I've been trying to compete against some of the dwarves in the city that have become mastercraft workers. This could be a good opportunity.
think of it like this. Think of it like this. Imagine your name strung out in lights. Soon enough, you might actually have a practice even bigger than House Hammerhilt itself.
So why don't I cut this down to, let's see here. What is the typical pricing of axes like this, plus, of course, the added modifications? Let's bring it to 15.
Splendid. As I look over at Rashid.
Deal.
It's your
Yeah, just without hesitation, sort of winks at and pats him on the back. Deal, and just immediately just fucking tosses him 15 gold, all of his money.
And he looks down, grabs up the gold, and he flips one of the coin pieces, looks at it, and then looks at you and says, "So, advertisement in the arena, huh? He's gonna be using those blades?"
Let's see.
As I look over, it's like, if you can give me a second, as I goes like, I will be able to talk with him and excuse my pardon here. I will convince him to have the blades out there. Not only that, do you have by any chance any type of, I guess you can say, branding parchment, sort of like a card that would be able to pass around?
He digs into his pocket and he has like a small like stack of 10 flyers. He's like, these I had these written up this morning. Already distributed a few of them, but here you go.
Perfect. As
Listen. You talk a lot, so let me say something. Listen. If I find out that you've been, weaseling me out of proper price for this piece, I'm not gonna forget it. Let's say I know some people.
Do not worry, sir. As I look at Matt, so do I.
Wow, that's great. I think we're way late for a meeting, guys.
Ah, yes. Do not worry. Do not worry, though. I guess you can. Worry though. I always make sure. As let me just talk with my associate for right now, and we'll be able to finish up any of the arrangement. And you, sir, have you made yourself a wonderful business deal?
He gives a suspicious look, but then he nods. And he says, "Remember the name of the place." And he points
Trial
back
by
up to the
fire.
sign. Trial by fire.
I understand. I
That's
have
right.
the sheets. I have the flyers. Now, I wish you adieu. As I walk back with everybody, it's like, okay. So, who here is not fighting in the arena?
Well, if I don't have to.
Fine.
I'll-
Don't have to? Perfect. As I hand the flyers over the Ray, you're usually the quickest out of all of us. You right now are going to be able to pass out the flyers for trial by fire. You're trial by fire on that one. Zug, I know you may not be able to go with your forte, but for a while, you think you'll be able to work some martial work with some steel in your hands?
Zug just looks him dead in the eye. No!
Well, you see, that's the good thing about these things. You don't need to use them. All we need to do is just have them on his person. Zug, would you be at least willing to wrap these chains around your forearms and punch away to your heart's content?
Yeah, Zug will look good.
You will look cool.
Doug will look very cool.
Man, so small, man.
Mm-hmm.
And then occasionally, if you want to sort of hold up the blades at the end after you pummel them, or do as you do, if you want to, if you ever get in a little bit of a, it's not an unfavorable situation, you may stab them, do what you do. But I trust in you at least.
Okay.
So I just want to say that was some pretty fabulous role playing, and I want to reward Squigs, Sensei. I want to at first reward you two with DM inspiration, because you guys put on quite a show in order to get that weapon down in price.
So much.
It's simple business. I scratch you scratch your back, I scratch yours. We get in some advertisement. We said.
What a guy. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah, there we go.
All right, so to the hut.
To the hut we go.
Yep. Pretty sure that's everybody. I don't think they had anything else to do. Did anybody?
No, but I am walking with Zug, and I'm telling him, it's like, all right, when you punch, hold the weapon and then punch with them.
Do I punch you? What?
Look, you hold them kind of like a fist, and instead of swing, you punch. Well, you don't.
So I fight like I fight normally.
You just hold them like
Jesus.
you're pulling your fist.
I can try. Yeah. It's
Perfect.
It'd be fucking brutal.
Oh no, it's entirely to make sure that it looks like we're actually using the weaponry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will say why he is talking with him. I'm gonna kind of like linger back behind next to King as we're walking towards there, and I'm just gonna like, why everyone's like talking about Zug and all that. Like, King, don't you find it interesting that you were also up there fighting the big thing, but it seems like Zug is getting all of the attention?
Mm-hmm. I have noticed that. but it is alright. I'm just going to wait for the coins to drop onto the ground, and I'm going to simply grab it.
And fair enough. As long as I just want to make sure you're okay with it, because I mean, I think you're pretty cool too, and pretty tough like Zug. So I just think it's not completely fair. Almost like you should be up in the action too. I mean, you're just as good as him.
You see his like jaw sort of drop, like he's surprised. I mean, yeah, okay, yeah. I am pretty cool. And I'll just follow the rest of the group. A
Ray's
little bit
just
more
smirking as they all move
happy.
ahead.
Yo, they just manipulating this group, dog. Fucking gaslighting, doing everything. The fuck?
I expect nothing less.
So you've arrived to the place where the
God.
letter suggests that you meet up.
How am I here?
It is
Am I supposed to be
your.
here?
Yes, everybody is.
No, I mean,
Oh,
like,
you're-
right here.
Oh, geez, you're not supposed to be there.
I was like, wait a minute.
Hold up.
Oh, I do not know what just happened, but I went into a black hole. I am back now. Hello.
Actually, I'm sorry. It seems like the entrance is over here. Got it. Cool. Cool. So you arrive at this hut. It is it's built into the larger part of Player's Row, but it very clearly has the embellishments that you would typically find in Orcish architecture, something that both Orgoth and Zug recognize. Upon entering into the hut, there is an orc that is sort of minding his own business, sharpening a knife as he is fixing basically an entire platter of meats and cheeses and different kinds of fixins, different types of delicacies of the orcish origin, which is mostly just meat. And he looks over to all of you as you waltz in, and he just grunts and then points in the direction to the next part of the hut.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, I'll need to do this quite a bit of times. DM, do I recognize this work by any way, shape, or form?
Do you recognize this orc by any way, shape, or form? Make a roll on that, if you may. Perception check.
Guys, I'm just saying before I roll, if it is what I'm thinking it is, she might get crazy.
It's worth going down.
So, it is typical of orcs to have brandings on their body that signify what tribe or family or clan that they belong to. For the most part, you notice that this individual orc on his forearm, where you would suspect to see some sort of symbolism that alludes to that, you actually see burns across his forearm, indicating that he was part of a clan, but he has been exiled from that clan.
Okay, so Zug is going to walk in his direction. How tall is he?
Typical orc size. Are you technically an orc or a half orc? Because I think
am a full orc.
Yes, you are. He's gonna be equal height to you.
Okay, so I'm not gonna treat him like trash. This man's from Blood Red Clan, and he prepares like he enters a stance of like aggressiveness as he asks this.
He looks over to you, and he blinks, and then he sort of grumbles and then looks away from you, clearly indicating that he is whatever expression that you are providing him, without second thought, he is submitting, and he's not looking to challenge you.
He did not answer my question though. Do I think he's from the Blood Red Clan?
Do you think he's from the Blood Red Clan? There are many, many, many clans, all throughout Leonios, within the wilderness of the greater Leonios, and as far as the far east, where you are originally from. There's nothing that seems to indicate that this orc is part of that clan.
Okay, so Zug will relax his stance and say, "Okay, good. Stay in place. I fight for honor of Mogus. Yes."
He responds in Orcish, basically saying, "I just make the food around here."
Okay. I'm gonna reply in Orcish, as you guys just hear owls of different levels, I guess.
In particular, as you all move ahead, the one who is exile, or this orc, as each of you pass, seems to nod and just kind of acknowledge all of you coming in. However, as soon as King passes, his look becomes very unsavory. And he seems to just stare at King for the longest time with a blood red anger.
Oh shit, don't say those words.
Sorry, yeah. Not those words. With a sanguine anger. Orcs don't know that word.
Why are you staring at me like that?
Yes, his small man's is actually big man's. I say to him in Orcish.
He looks over to you, and then he looks over to the kobold, and he says in Orcish, Kobolds killed my brother.
And thank you all the kobolds you see, duh.
Nope.
What?
I'm saying that in Orcish.
Oh.
Okay, so King, you don't know Orcish, do you?
No, so I'll just be like, what are you both talking about? Is it about me?
I look at him and I'm just like, oh, your man's killed other man's brother, and I'm saying to other man's to be an orc and exact his revenge, as it should. Yes.
What?
By the way, Ambrose, you are cutting out a little bit.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck. Okay, I'm not gonna do the voice. I'm gonna.
No, you must do the voice.
King, by the way, King, you're gonna receive a 1d4 health potion from chat.
Oh. Oh, thank you. I may need it because this guy doesn't like me.
This orc is going to just kind of spit on the ground, and he's and he's gonna look over at Zug, and he is going to say, "Don't let me catch him alone."
I look at King and I say, he trying to get you, dog.
What? He's trying to get me. Like,
Just don't be alone.
just
Your
I'll look
people, you know, I'm gonna get you up to par. Your people killed his brother. He wants revenge, and I say, yay, revenge. Now we're here. Trying to get you.
Alright, I'll look at the orc and say in common. You can try.
So he's just like, oh shit.
I was
and
actually
he
gonna do
shrugs
something with that
his
cat. Damn it. Nah.
He's gonna look over to Zug, and he's gonna shrug and be like, what did he say?
In Orcish, I'm gonna say, this moment say, come to big man's. I wouldn't take it if I were you.
You just see you see his face just get full of just grumpy, terrible anger, and he takes his large cleaver and he just turns around and he keeps working at the large roast pig that is on the cutting table next to him, and he is chopping up this roast pig angrier than when you came in.
He's gonna spit in our food, isn't he?
That's what I thought.
See, I told you, small man's actually big man's.
The meeting, boys?
Yeah, I figured. I walk in. Walk in, see him, and be like, salutations. You're the one that sent the courier in order to be able to talk about business arrangements, was it not?
So as soon as you enter, you recognize that this is the same person. Changed up the art a little bit. This is the same person that had approached you earlier. And they seem to be like going through some papers, and they gesture for each of you to, enter the room and step in front where the rug is, or in front of where the rug is, as they are going through a bunch of different sheets. You can actually almost see one of these sheets through the torch behind her. You can see, you know how like sometimes when you look at paper, you can see what's actually written on the paper looking on the other side of it if there's enough illumination. You can actually see a tournament ladder drawn on the sheet. And they're reviewing that and a bunch of different information on subsequent sheets. And they look up at each of you and they grin. A really wide grin. And
Okay,
they...
Do I notice anything about this orc?
Do you notice anything about this orc? You could very clearly detect that this is a half orc, not a full-blooded orc.
Okay.
And they look directly at each of you and they say, I gotta tell you, I've known you for less than an hour now, and you got me stoked. The crew, the way you the way you took out that rodent thing, it's fabulous. Just absolutely fabulous.
Well, thank you for the compliment on that. I'm sure that you're running a well-oiled machine when it comes to this tournament as well. mean, as someone such as, I wouldn't say the proper word, beautiful as you are.
Well, that was not the, that was not asked for. So maybe we could start over. I think it'd be best if you started over.
Okay, I'm terribly sorry if I offended you in any way, shape, or form. But yes, you were talking about business arrangements, were you not, for our associates here?
Yeah.
For my clients, if you were mistaken. Posh elf, you could sit this one down.
Well, it seems we have a very courteous individual in our midst. But of course, I'm more than happy to speak with the most of you. But of course, it seems like you do have your manager present. And what is your name?
My name?
No. She points over to Ray and says, "What is your name?"
Oh, yes, I didn't properly introduce myself. I am their manager, Ray. That's it, just Ray.
Ray. Well, pleasure meeting you, Ray. I think you're gonna like a lot of the stuff that I have to tell you tonight. Listen. I have an entire serving tray full of meats and cheeses coming in just a moment. But listen. All of you, I like you. You got spark. That's why I called you here at this meeting. You see, I missed a beat earlier, and it's time to give you a proper introduction. My name is Rakshasa Bagdurash, but you don't need to know me by that name. I go by the name of Roxy Righteous, baby. You can call me Roxy for short, of course.
Rashid is visibly and audibly confused. That was a lot to take in one moment.
Well, just call me Roxy. Roxy's easy. But I've been working in the arena circuit for years as a grunt in the game, but I know my way around the ins and outs of this business, and it's high time that I recognize the opportunity in front of me. So you see, I gotta come clean here. When I approached you initially, I was hoping to, make a little bit of extra money off of you, but I think the moment that I heard the words, the moment that I heard the wisdom and the opportunity that you could provide, I knew this was it. This was the time. It's high time that I finally break out of this particular gig and start expanding.
Go on.
Oh, I absolutely will. Thank you, honey. Listen, I have always, since I was young, wanted to go into business with chancers such as yourselves. People who really work the system. Not just work the system in a covert way, but work the system by gaining the most out of the situation that you've been presented. Opportunists. But opportunists with a little bit of panache. You see, the moment I saw this green boy take a dunk on Ratatouille back there, I was instantly over the rainbow. And I'm talking all colors. And the rest of you, by the way you handle yourself, I thought to myself, I could make this crew really razzle.
So,
I'm gonna
Is
look
there-
around to see if anybody understood what she just said.
Zug
Guys,
is
I-
extremely confused at an orc speaking big words.
Okay, listen.
Rush.
Listen. What I'm offering, you have your manager, you have your coach, but you need someone with connections.
I thought that you know that my identity has been revealed. Shit.
Well, you said it to me not too long ago, didn't you?
I haven't spoken a damn word here. You're speaking or you're reading my mind.
Out of
not the
character,
voices again.
you literally said that you were the coach.
I've not spoken anything.
No, we met her before at the.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
the same person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, I
Gotcha.
said I
Alright.
changed the art and I changed the.
Yeah, I saw that, but I didn't connect the dots on which one you changed it from. I got you now. Okay.
Listen, you got a manager, you got a big star, you got a coach, and you got the backup crew. But you're missing something. You're missing an agent. Somebody who can make connections for you. Somebody who can get you the gigs. Somebody who could really, give other people the full promotional package. Who is this glorious Zug Greenboy and the party of adventurers, the entourage he surrounds himself with? I feel as if I've been confusing you a lot.
I don't understand.
Listen, okay, so let's just go back. Let me review it for you. Listen, you have what's in you to be a big star, Zug.
Hey,
And you have an excellent crew, very talented. And I want to represent all of you.
You wish to sponsor us for our adventure.
Sponsor you for any adventure. Sponsor you for every adventure. Be the person that steps out in front of some of the big venues, big name opportunities. Somebody's looking to have powerful adventurers take care of some very risky business for a very lucrative amount of cash. I can hook you up.
Zug, at the prospect of adventure and fighting, Zug walks closer to her and says, "Will Zug get to fight a lot?"
Absolutely. Listen, big mans, small mans, skinny mans, fat mans, all the mans.
Zug,
I'm gonna cast message to Zug real quick and be like, don't act too interested. We gotta work on the contract first.
Also, oh god.
Zug does not understand and is still visibly hyped, but doesn't say anything.
Also, Rashid will probably just sort of chime in. Well, so you said sponsorship for some adventures, but whoa. You said all adventures? I mean, look, the offer is nice, it's wonderful even, but I've only known you for, looks down to his wrist as if he has a watch. Like 2 hours maybe? I don't know if I'm ready to sign my entire life away to you.
Well, I must have figured that each of you were interested in lucrative opportunities, and with all of the people that I know, it could be I could pair you. I'm a matchmaker. That's the idea. Essentially, if you need work, if you need adventuring leads, if you need to be able to make some cash, make some fame for yourself, I'm the person to come to. And I can make you into celebrities.
Fair, and no commitment, I'm assuming, is going to be in our terms and conditions.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I like the idea. I like it a lot. I want to make a name for myself, in fact. But, I mean, I don't want to have to sort of walk out every now and again just sort of wearing the whole branding t-shirt now, even though I've known you for like 5 minutes. Come on, huh?
Wait a minute. Does this mean Zug and I can sacrifice a lot of people to Morgus?
Yeah, yes, we forget that. You guys, well, no matter what, you guys can kill people, I'm sure. It's a matter
Zug
of
looks
if
at
she's getting us
Orgoff
the right people.
with childish height eyes. He just really like a child getting candy, just looking at Orgoff, and then thinking to himself, "Yes, Orc brother." Yes.
What's everybody's passive insight?
15.
Oh, I think everybody's gonna see that.
13.
And
Passive insight, 10.
Okay. Yeah, pretty much everybody's gonna see that. Something has changed about her demeanor as she began talking to you initially and trying to pitch all of this to you at first. She was like extremely suave and energetic, but for a moment of time, you actually saw a glimpse of like uncertainty, like a sense of like it seems very clear to you that they almost have emitted a sense of like self-doubt all of a sudden by the way the conversation is going.
And themselves or us?
You do not know.
In again. So as Rashid's getting ready to talk, Oculi sight coming in hand, he'll notice in the corner of his eye someone raising his hand. King, did you want to say something?
Mm-hmm. What does sponsor mean?
Yeah, I had the same question.
sponsor means sacrifice, right?
No. Sponsor
thought
means
that.
they're gonna pay you money in order to be able to promote other things that they want done. So they're sponsoring us to go on to adventure to bring in the name of her store.
So she rolls her eyes for a moment at nobody in particular, just generally, and says, listen. I don't know how to explain this, but as I mentioned, I've been working in the arena circuit for so long, and I've seen people, I've seen fighters, I've seen famous adventurers enter into fights into the arena. I've seen them come away with such fame and such fortune. I've heard about adventurers taking to, telling about some of their more epic adventures, and the way that people's eyes light up, the way that those stories create such promise and mysticism around the general populace. That has always inspired me since I was little, but it wasn't that I wanted to be an adventurer. It's that I wanted to represent adventurers. I wanted to help some early adventurers become something more. And today when I saw your I guess I'll use the term performance, but it really was just your fighting prowess, taking out that terrible creature. I thought that I found that crew. I thought that I found the opportunity to represent that crew, to use all of the resources at my disposal, and to use all the people that I know and all of the connections, the network that I've built up over these years, and create a enterprise with that group. But it seems to me like this is
Roxy. Can I interject? I think that you misunderstand us. I don't think any one of us are opposed to the idea of working under you. I mean, look at the big guys. Even look at King. They all seem, for the most part, ready to crush and sacrifice. He's using air quotes and all that stuff. It's just that, hey, can we at least talk a little bit about the terms, before signing myself to who knows exactly what for? Well, really, I guess I don't know the rest of my life. You said it was for life, huh? That's all I'm concerned about.
It's not for life. It's for however long. This is a lucrative opportunity for the both of us. Also, out of character, Ray, you rolled insight check.
Yeah, I want to see, does she seem, like, for that whole speech, did she seem, like, passionate about it? Like, this was legit? Like, this is not just her greed, it seems like something she's actually passionate about?
Yeah, for a rare moment, you actually saw, like, you actually saw a part. I mean, you've only known Roxy for, like, what, a few minutes now, but you saw her take on a level of suave earlier, but now it seems like that mask kind of came undone, and there was somebody underneath that mask that was that had sincere dreams to make this come true. And it doesn't seem to you like this is that this is some sort of scam, or this is some sort of, like, dishonest way of taking advantage of you. It did literally seem like they thought that they saw an opportunity in finding out about you as a group. Now, she probably does not understand that you all literally met today. But yeah. But she seems to have had this aspiration of starting a new leaf, starting a new career, representing a group of adventurers, and, like, trying to grow the brand, like trying to create a brand out of it.
Fair enough. I can get behind that. All right. I'll look to Rashid and just kind of give him, like, the look, like, this might be a good opportunity for us. That she seems to check out.
All right. I mean, again, like I said, and whispering this obviously, but I mean, it seems fine to me. You know me, I'm always down to make a name out of myself, huh? Guess it seems to be this may be the first step.
Do you do you really mean that? Are you interested? Is this some seems like something you're interested in?
Well, I mean, everyone seems down, and I think this tournament is a good way to get started, to see just what you can offer us, and plus for us to show off our skills.
Well, hold on there a second.
Oh, what? Do you not have any skills to offer?
No, it's not that. I would personally, for myself, politely decline the offer. Everybody else can choose what they want with it. As for me, I will not be partaking when it comes to the contract as is.
Any reason why?
Simple. Fame.
I mean, what, do you want to, like, wear a mask or something to sort of hide your identity? I mean, we can do that.
Is it a confidence thing?
Confidence? No, it's not a confidence thing. What it is that in my line of work, the more is known about me and in my associations, the bigger the target.
Oh.
With it, a lot
What?
more of
Oh,
a
that's...
problem.
That was wrong. 20.
It's not.
Sorry, I was trying to roll some. Yep, continue. Sorry.
As I look, so it's not for the fact that I don't want to work with you. In fact, I still want to be able to make some business deal later on when it comes to it. It's more for the fact is that right now, considering as you're offering an event, offering them sponsorship at the ventures, it's just more of considering with my line of work, it would not be wise for
What
this
did
moment.
you do again?
I was going to ask the same thing.
Very well. I am an appointed advisor for the House of House Tibalta, one of the royal houses of Seglesia.
Hey, yo, people who live in Seglesia. I think that's
All right.
actually. I think. Honestly, I think that's
Literally
just
only me.
one person. Roll a history check.
I mean, maybe you could argue, Ray, if we ran into that or no. All right. History check. I will try my best.
She's just giving him a blank look.
Why are you rolling that 20 on this?
Oh.
I know everything about the nobles. I was planning on scamming them tomorrow.
Well, in this particular case, hey,
Yeah.
so you have an opportunity to react upon understanding that the person that you are talking to is one of the advisors of a house run by an individual named Severo Tibalta, who is the master of secrets. The person who is legitimately responsible for all espionage, all secrets of the royal family, and is in charge of maintaining order in the city through covert means. The house itself has the insignia of a snake, but not for the same reasons that you like snakes.
Yeah, I know.
It's for the reason that they are literally considered snakes in the grass as far as parties are concerned. They are probably one of the lowest and least honorable of all of the noble families. And they deal specifically in secrets.
So Rashid, knowing all this, he'll have a look of understanding, and then kind of just sort of sigh at this point. Is like, he kind of realizes, okay, yeah, there's no way in hell this guy would ever budge on this. Like, he kind of understands that now. But at the same time, Rashid has only known you for like 2 hours. So, I mean, at most he'll just probably say is like, is there any way that we can at least sort of, I don't know, have them not be a part of it in the sense, like, officially a part of it, but at least still help if they want to?
No, I'm still gonna travel with you. You've all been an eclectic bunch that's been wonderful to be with. I didn't say I was leaving the group. I just said I wouldn't be signing a contract.
You don't get paid. Doesn't look like
I understand that, but also I would love to take their share. I would love to. I cannot stress that enough. But anywho, is that okay with you though, for them to sort of have this arrangement? And he'll look towards Roxy.
It's fine by me. Every troop needs, every troop like this needs at least 1 star. It needs a group manager. Could need a coach. I would say we could almost say that this one is a head of security type. Perhaps, just coming up with ideas off the top of my head. They don't need to necessarily be named, but they, accompany the party, and they are responsible for, just ensuring the, I guess you can say, the information security of this group, whatever that means in this case.
Oh, Winver just looks back, and with a grin on his face. Says, now I see you understand. Thank you. As,
She's just gonna crack a joke real quick and just say, so are you referring that they, I don't know, just sort of walk around and be like the team mom, or our number one fan or something? Because
no.
If you want to be the number one fan,
the team mom is the kitsune. That's the team mom.
No, because they sort of follow around, they all support us and everything. Hey, if you want to be the number one fan, I know a dragonborn who likes to dress very lavishly. They can hook you up. Now, I'm sure you have. But anyway, I digress.
Well,
I think Chief of Security would fit this one just fine.
Very well. As long as you make sure that my face is not within any of the promotional materials, and we put it under the name Gavin, we're set.
He says that, but he's like the first to talk to people and be in everyone's face.
Well, I do enjoy having a way when it comes with oratory skills, as well as a nice back and forth of intellectual philosophy. But
you lost her.
In other words, I like to talk to people. I just don't like it, especially for my job, to have my face everywhere.
Now, we have roles for the four of you, but what are we going to do with these other two? Let me think here. Roxy starts looking King up and down. It's like, big things come in small packages, I see. And then looks over to Orgoth and says, You seem like the magical type.
Yes.
Let's see. Every crew needs. Let's see. There's always the option of cheerleaders, but And she kind of.
They're not going to fight with us.
Well, absolutely, they would fight with you. I'm just thinking about whether they need a specific title.
Orgoth will just look at King and say, "What's a cheerleader? Is that a sacrifice?"
It is. I was just about to say it is not a sacrifice.
It could be to the enemy team. You sort of shout out and you sort of wave your hands up into the sky, shouting, "Oh, yeah, chants and all that stuff." Add a little bit of blood and you're not too far off. You could sacrifice people as cheerleaders.
Oh, then that's fun. I'm in.
What have I done?
So many bad things.
I just want to float this out there. I'm thinking that we need a special name for the crew, but also these two. Because we know Zug. He's the arena fighter. He's gonna be top dog in that arena, and we have each of you. Of course, you all have fighting prowess, but you inherit some sort of role. And I'm thinking that these two. They need a fighter duo name of their own, or nicknames. Something that's marketable. I'm not necessarily against the big man's small man's name.
Yeah,
I think
Very good name, yes.
Actually, it looks like probably a good one would probably be Kingworm and Sanguine.
I mean, honestly, I was thinking of, this is a weird one. I don't know, what about the Sanguine Sacrifice? A little bit on the edgy side, but I mean, hey, it has sacrifice.
Well, I was gonna say that's why I said Sanguine. It fits better with it, a little less words that come with it. The sacrifice is a little unneeded. So Sanguine would probably work better. Those Sanguine Sacrifices, the full would probably work as well.
But like, imagine it.
Okay, so we have so we got some ideas for the red orc. Hey, my kobold friend, tell me a little bit about your story. How did you find yourself out here in Autumn Rock?
My cave had an earthquake, and all my tribe members died.
Well, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry for asking, but continue.
No, it's not the problem. It happens every week or so. But this time, my family was killed, so I thought, maybe I should go out and find a new pack.
Ah, yes, kobolds. They're typically good at pack tactics, aren't they? And I'm noticing some symbols on your. I'm noticing you're embodying some symbols. What are those?
These are called runes. They are magic, ancient language by the gods that were given to me.
Interesting. So what kind of things can you do with those?
Hurt people and make them not hurt me. That is all they are needed for.
Interesting. We're gonna have to think of a nickname for this one. There's a lot to work with here, but
King.
we can keep it at King if you wish. We can keep it at King, but my name is Roxy Righteous. I think big when it comes to these things. I just want to make sure that y'all are thinking big as well, because let me just guarantee you, if we pull this off correctly, everybody here, with the exception of our head of security, is going to become a group of big name adventurers. Your name is going to be spoken about in taverns, not just in Autumn Rock, but throughout the city. You're going to be able to. The chances are, the more fame and fortune you find yourself, the more doors will open for you. And I can help you open those doors. So there's just one thing I need you to do for me before we get started with this, if it is indeed something you're interested in.
And what would that be?
Yes, sorry. I usually try to get the permission of yourself before continuing. Listen, because the first thing we're starting with is the arena, I can do what I can to, she looks over at Zug and then looks over to Ray and says, make necessary adjustments to the roster in order to ensure that Zug here gets into the top spot. But in order to
Can I ask you a question, DM?
Yep.
Does Zug understand what that entails, or is it too complicated for him?
It probably would fly over his head a little bit.
Yep, I don't see shit.
And Roxy goes ahead and says, we need to be sure that this arrangement is going to work out for everyone. And therefore, I would I would highly recommend that we embark upon a campaign of training for Zug and for the rest of you in preparation for tonight's battles in the arena. Wait. Sorry.
I'm gonna look over to the coach.
Your friends call you Coach.
Or I thought you said couch. I was like, what couch are you talking about? I was like, wait, what? All right. I said, well, I think I can maybe assist with that. Rashid will just begin to step up and whatnot.
Okay. Well, so it's not just you, Coach. You're going to be a big part of this, but in some way, shape, or form, each of you are going to be an important part of this, because the biggest challenge now is getting your word out there. And I can carry you the rest of the way, but you need to show Autumn Rock that you mean business. So I'd like to propose a series of things that you could do in Autumn Rock between now and the tournament in order to get the most reaction out of the people here, to motivate them to go to see you fight at the arena. And one moment here. Sorry, my cat was making noise. Kitty. Yeah. Except he's making destructive noises. He's knocking things down right now. So there's that.
He's doing it for Mogus.
Oh man.
As I said, it's not about winning the fight. It's about making a name for yourself out there in Autumn Rock. And I got some ideas for you. As a matter of fact, I have an entire presentation for it. You see, some of the things you might not understand what you're looking at, because back when I had the original anticipation become an agent of sorts, I saw things in a dream that nobody in this city or this continent has ever seen. It's like looking into another world with flashing lights and fancy gizmos. So I got to take a pause for a moment out of character. I just wanted to address to you as players, is anybody still confused about what's happening? Because I have a feeling like that I have lost some of you.
Oh no, I'm entirely listening.
Yeah.
I got it.
I mean,
Yeah, I got it too.
Rashid is more of like eyeing her in the sense of like, I wonder if she means something else, but nah, probably not.
Oh no, I'm just now interested to figure out what the stream is. See how it connects with anything.
Well.
Okay. Well, out of character, I've planned a bit of a presentation for all of y'all and for the stream. Its execution is sort of based upon people's interest in this proposition. So, hey, I'm gonna just go ahead and do it. So, first of all, Roxy looks over to each of you and says, so this might not, a lot of the stuff you're about to see might not make a lot of sense, but let me assure you that I mean business. And you immediately see that she throws on a pair of sunglasses.
Oh my god, she's just wicked.
She's about to become a show.
Oh my god, Matt has the glasses as well.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I
What is
can't, bro.
happening?
I can't.
So,
You know,
I'm
Rashid is just gonna see this sort of whole display and just sit back, relax, and take a seat and enjoy whatever the fuck this is about to be.
Roxy looks over and she's like, once again, oh, that's doubling up. Hold on a moment. I got a sound problem. Got a sound problem here. I gotta take care of it. Great.
This is what you meant.
This is what I meant. Yeah. This is for real now. Okay. It's like, what is y'all are thinking like, what are you doing, Matt? What is this thing?
I freaking love synthwave. I'm sorry.
Now I just want to play Cyberpunk Red. Way to go. Thank you.
She said, once again, I saw this dream and I saw towers beyond anything any one of you could imagine. There was lights out of each level of these towers going up 30, 40, 50 feet. I saw large screens. I saw just flashing lights, people carrying around gizmos. It's unlike anything I've ever seen in my entire life. But
wait a fucking minute. Wait a minute. Hey, question, DM, before you continue. Wait, does Rashid know what she's talking about? Is she talking about?
I don't know if Rashid knows what she's talking about.
Okay. All right. Hear me out. Rashid knows of the other planets and all that other shit.
Does he?
He can't go there, but he knows of them because remember his deity and all that stuff. But you know the world thing, right?
Yes.
So he's seen it because remember he saw Theros and all that. So does he know on a whim what she's talking about?
Well, then you absolutely do. She is talking about the planet Xandora.
Oh my god!
And all of you are looking very puzzled, but Rashid is probably pogging in game. He's like, "What?
Ooh, I need a Rashid pog emote stat." All right, he's gonna just let this happen.
All right. In order for me to execute this properly, I need
my tablet.
I need everybody to mute themselves so that I can do this, and then I'll come back. But hey, pay attention to the stream because it's going to be rad.
Twitch Prime.
Got a little bit of a magic presentation for y'all. Let's, hey, how you doing out there? Let's go ahead and hit that filter. Let me tell you what I'm about. My name is Roxy Righteous. And it's time, everybody. We got our new heroes. We got an absolute fabulous roster, and we are gonna experience the up and coming of this party. And they are gonna have a career that's over the moon. And I'm gonna bring it to them. I'm gonna hook them up. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna find the opportunities for them to perform. And not only that, but before this particular arena combat, we need to be able to come together in the form of a skill challenge, baby. Making of a champion. We have Zug, we have Rashid, we have Ray, we have King, Orgoth, and we have Winveer. In the skill challenge, we have 4 rules. First, because Zug is going to become a main event star at the arena, he must complete challenges. And each challenge is a test of different skills. In each of these tests, the party can aid in order to provide boosts, could provide advantage, can provide lower DCs, all sorts of things in order to allow Zug to accomplish this goal. And my goodness, just let all them subs shower in, baby. We're doing this live, baby. And the level of success that we succeed at today will gather followers. It will gather people together. You will have people saying your name from this side to the other side of Autumn Rock, baby. And they're gonna all show up in that arena and they're gonna cheer you on and they're gonna spread the word. And that will be the beginning of a beautiful career. Each challenge will be based upon a specific kind of training: strength, dexterity, constitution, charisma, and wisdom. These all have an opportunity to be assisted. But of course, the route that you take with each depends upon your own choices. There must be a success per category. We can only accept up to 3 failures. And so, for each of these challenges, whether it be strength, dex, constitution, charisma, or wisdom, you will have the opportunity to prove yourself. Whether it be at the Sky Knights Test Your Flight, arm wrestling at Bedoni's Meat Hall, spar in the training tent, or to dominate in the player's row. It's all about strength. It's all about power. Dexterity. It's about your agility. It's about your ability to dodge, about your ability to go from one place to another without getting harmed. So you have some options. Obstacle course, marksman training, explosion evasion training. There's all sorts of ways for you to prove that you are the superstar. Constitution. I know somebody who likes to take bets on who can hold fiery hot brands for the longest. But of course, balancing acts are also the way to go. But Rogar, that famous barkeep of the Candletree Cavern, absolutely, positively, I know for a fact, despite what he claims, has Mind Flayer mead at the ready. One of these methods are available for you to test your constitution. For charisma, we need to be able to prove that Zug can be an absolute big boss in front of the crowd. That whether it is performing, taking on a theatrical performance on the Siret stage, or picking a fight and ending it with a little bit of intimidation. There's also Hand of Fate, playing Hold'em at the Mead Hall. Finally, wisdom. It's all about your perception. It's all about your keen influences. And so, blindfolded axe throwing is an option. There's a rodeo that's happening just before the arena. Some animal handling. Or, as it is Autumn Rock and it is a dicey place to be, tracking down a thief is also another way to spend your time. So, do you want to take on the challenge? Take on the challenge before the arena festivities begin? Go get 'em, Tigers. You may all unmute.
Wow.
Just
might have lost
holy
the word.
shit, man. Oh,
Wait, I was muted.
Fuck?
Matt, I love you, buddy.
So listen, hey. Oh my god. It is skill challenge time. That's what it is. So for the next 2-3 hours, not in game, not like out of game hours, but in game hours, you're gonna have to prove strength, dexterity, constitution, charisma, and wisdom. Specifically, Zug is gonna be the one making these tests because he is the superstar. However, with each of them, if you are proficient in a certain skill, that he needs to roll for, you can aid him in that. And in aiding him, this is a fantastic roleplay opportunity for us to run through this training montage. So I'm going to quick bring us back to the main map. Nope, that's not the main map. That's the main map.
Oh my goodness gracious.
First things first. Which stat do you want to challenge? Do you want to be challenged by First Zug?
Wait, oh yeah. Strength!
What? What'd you say?
Strength!
He said strength.
Don't
What
worry.
did you say?
No. Hello, Rashid's gonna look at the camera. He means strength.
You're breaking up so bad. It's hilarious.
I'm screaming strength.
I want to make sure that we did not miss a beat in saying that, hey, Winveer, you did get a chat inspiration point a little bit ago. Hope you saw that. Oh my God, there's so much stuff that happened here. Oh my goodness. Hey, thank y'all for the support for my little just whatever that was. Hey, let's do this. Strength. As I mentioned before, there you could basically choose whatever it is you want to do here in Autumn Rock. But some suggestions: you could go to Sky Knight's Test Your Flight, which will be an athletics check. You could do arm wrestling at Bedoni's Meat Hall, which is strength. You could spar in the training tent, which is basically think of it as like a one strike, one match thing. Make an attack roll. Or you could dominate in the player's row, which is basically a strength check to basically go into the player's row and do all of like the carnival attractions that require strength and just dominate at them and have people just like watch and be amazed.
What is does Zug know what is it called? One of the factions?
Sky Knights Test Your Flight. Sky Knights.
Yes. Does Zug know
A faction that takes to the air. They have a segment of of Autumn Rock where you get to travel to, and you get to test your might on a magic carpet. Basically, riding it. Specifically, it'll try to throw you off, but you will basically be doing what you can to stay on.
I'm thinking, since I'm very athletic, I can only pick one for strength, correct?
You can do whatever you want. Once again, it's hard for me to bring it up because I don't have all of these things in like drop down. But if you can test your athletics, you could test your strength. You could just make a try to attack to beat a certain AC. What do you want to do in order to prove your strength to people?
I want to hit somebody.
You want to hit somebody. Okay.
Yes. I need to be in character, guys. I'm sorry.
It's cutting the montage where Rashid is just trying to steal a fucking magic carpet. Just like somewhere is the intermission.
I don't know, Zug. I think Rashid really wants to see what you can do on a magic carpet.
That's not
Let's
Rashid speaking. That's
fucking do it. Let's
Sensei
do it.
speaking. Because I'm biased as hell.
I am quite athletic. That was my second option. Let's fucking do it.
Excellent. So, y'all immediately head to Sky Knight's Test Your Flight. Wabam. Oh, we
Lost
missed. We missed somebody. Oops. Upon doing so, you are immediately greeted to a bunch of individuals who are all wearing the garb of the Sky Knights of Crystalaris. And one of them looks to your group and says, hey, seems like somebody wants to give old Bessie here a ride.
Yes.
So if you think you can stay on without it, kicking you off some 200 feet in the air, give it a shot. And I might consider giving you an honorary role in the Sky Knights of Crystalaris, if you can prove that and do a little bit more for me.
Okay. Zug just goes. Who's going to help Zug here, guys?
So anybody else here who's proficient in athletics can basically give him a.
I do have a +5, so I'm not sure if it stacks or if the person takes the role. I'm pretty proficient with it.
You're pretty proficient with it.
It's just gonna give you advantage if someone else can.
I have 8 strength. It's not me, buddy.
Not me either.
Anybody here that has any proficiency in athletics aside from Zug?
Nope. This is
All right. Well, in which case, then it's gonna be Zug's roll. So you see a staircase head up to an altar. This altar has basically braziers in each of its 5 corners, and in the center is a risen stone of marble where a simple rug seems to be sitting.
I get on top of this. Fuck it.
And one of the attendees comes over and says, I would really, really hold on if I were you. And before you can complete, up into the air you go. And you find yourself flying across. Let me start over. You find yourself shooting directly up into the air, and you see nothing but sky above you. You fly high enough where you are actually able to see the sunset again, despite the fact that it had already gone down.
Holy shit.
And you are taking off directly into the clouds. It is much, much higher than 200 feet, my friends. You are being taken for a flippin' ride. As you do so, you see an individual, a human with gold robes, and they are flying a griffin. And you get the sense that they're there in case something very, very bad happens. But for the most part, you get to prove yourself. So go ahead and roll that athletics check.
It's invincible! And I flip him off.
Let's see.
Let's go. Rolling hard, boys. Rolling hard.
Let's go, Zug. 19.
Hey!
Nice.
Come on,
19.
Put some respect on Zug's name, man.
So, with a 19, you end up gripping the magic carpet. Now, do magic carpets have personalities? Sometimes they do. This magic carpet very much seemed to have its eyes, its consciousness set on booting you from its fibrous surface. However, you intensify your grip, and for a moment it stiffens as if, oh God, what have I gotten into? And you immediately find yourself taking a sharp dive down into a sharp dive down under the clouds. And as you do, that magic carpet manages to fly left and right, swerving through buildings, almost getting as close as the ground. People are standing in the treasure market. They're standing in the grub court. They are seeing you basically kick this magic carpet's ass. And the person that is riding the griffin, of course, is following and watching. But you find yourself potentially in a pickle. While you're able to grip it just fine,
Oh my god.
Yep. You realize that the magic carpet is coming dangerously close to a particular airship that's hovering over the Autumn Rock. And as you come across the propeller behind it, a sudden gust of wind completely barrel rolls you. Please roll a strength saving throw.
Come on, baby, come on. Oh shit. Oh no.
All right. Inspiration. You reroll that.
Okay.
DM inspiration. All right, let's go.
Okay.
Reroll it.
Alright.
All right.
Okay.
So you end up doing this like corkscrew spin where you are holding two corners of this magic carpet and it is swinging you around and around. And people see this and they think they're cheering. They think they think you're doing this on purpose. Since you were the person
on purpose.
Since you were
yeah.
since you were the person on the magic carpet, you have an opportunity to land this thing. Please share with us how you land.
I land as aggressive as possible towards the ground, aiming to create a crater if I can.
Oh, please don't.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, baby.
All right. Okay. You're intentionally gonna crash onto the ground?
No, I'm meaning to aggressively, tame it to the ground, but stomping on it. It just
Okay. You're saying
falls under my.
Got it.
It falls under my will, but I'm being aggressive towards it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Where do you want to land?
Right where I took off.
All right. You go right back to the Sky Knights test your flight, and you are able to, when you are about 30 feet above the ground, do a backflip off of this magic carpet and do a perfect 3-point landing. The force of which does manage to, as you fall down on the step ladder or the stairs leading up to the altar, the stairs themselves are made of wood. So you basically break 2 or 3 stairs coming down, just creating a splintery mess. But everybody that witnessed this immediately begins cheering and applauding.
Zug takes his hero stance and pets his pet skull.
And you have gained. There are 9 people that immediately begin to rush over to you, and they're jumping up and down, and they're saying, and they're trying to like reach out to you and be like, That was amazing. That was fantastic. I've never seen anything like that before.
Hold on. You can see more of our client at the night show. You can then ask for an autograph there. Come see him fight at the arena. Oh, what's the name of the arena, Matt?
Vagabond Arena.
Fight at the Vagabond Arena. In time. Then you can sort of ask for his autograph afterwards.
Listen to the Snake Man. He's my coach. Yeah.
Rashid will imitate Zug.
Imitate? So like
whatever, if he's raising his hands, he's gonna raise his hands with them, you know?
Excellent. So you have you immediately see the group of 9 people start like chatting between each other, be like, oh yeah, I want to see Zug fight at the arena. That'd be great. Successful execution. That is one challenge succeeded. Now you have 4 more. But of course, they don't need to be necessarily as extravagant, as long as they bring in the crowd. So you have yourself charisma, constitution, dexterity, and wisdom.
Let's go with who in here is very dexterous.
Some.
I think there's a bunch of there's a small
there's a
group
couple
of dexterous people.
Okay, so let's give them a shot and go for dexterity. It's my lowest stat though, so you really need to help me.
I'll let someone else take the lead, and if they got it, and I'll take care of wisdom. Choice is yours.
What did you say? Say that again.
I mean, depending on whatever the challenges are. I mean, we have more dexterous people. I don't know if more people are better at perception, so I'll let other people go for dexterity. Like, I don't know if Orgoth is a dex build or not, or Winveer.
I have 16 dexterity, so
yeah, you're better at me than it. So
yeah, my acrobatics is +3 though.
I think you got the dex.
I got +4 in acrobatics, but I'd probably rather do perception anyways.
Right. So, in terms of dexterity, you have you could make up your own challenge if you want. These are just suggestions, but of course, there is a spot called Bisbee's Marksman Contest, where you can basically make a ranged attack. There's the treasure market obstacle course, where there's a particular stall in the treasure market where they set up a particular course where you try to race other people. Think of it as parkour. Also, there's an opportunity.
Correct?
That's acrobatics.
Okay.
And then, of course, there's the ability to go to the training tent right next to the Vagabond Arena and perform basically evasive maneuvers in front of a preliminary crowd as either one of your compatriots or a select individual decides to chuck explosive bolts at you.
Which check is that one?
That's dex save.
Okay, so I think we go for acrobatics, right, guys?
I mean, I guess this is your choice, my friend.
Oh shit!
You said you had to be proficient in acrobatics to help him?
Yes.
Oh wait, is anybody else proficient in acrobatics beside me?
Nope.
Well, shit. All right. I guess Rashid will try and help then somehow.
Okay.
Let's
I
do
may not
parkour
trust
then.
Rashid. I'm gonna give him guidance.
Thank you. You know, it's been a pretty terrible day. You know, kind of tired, but we get through.
Okay. So that's going to be Treasure Market Obstacle Course. There are checkered flags set up for a bunch of people. You have a slender elf who is stretching and doing all sorts of aerobics. You have a little goblin that seems to have it seems a little fishy that you have a goblin as part of this group, but they seem to be wearing some very peculiar looking boots. And then you have a large Nordic barbarian individual who is basically just running in place, and they are all getting ready for this obstacle course. And you find yourself approaching these individuals. There is an automaton that is placed at the starting line, and they have the go flag and a pistol in their hand. There is a small crowd that is gathered around to witness it, and there are a number of obstacles set up. Structures made of wood, an area for you to climb up rope, an area to dodge volleys from sort of automated arrow shooters, and then a final pit where you must balance upon an extremely thin pole for 20 feet. Are you ready for the obstacle course, my friend?
Let's go, Rashid. Let's go.
So,
all right.
So you're gonna be giving him a quick rundown training on what you on your knowledge with acrobatics, trying to give him for the first, let's say, 10-15 minutes before the start, give him a rundown of what tactics to use.
Man, I didn't think of this. I had it for perception. I got an idea. Rashid will probably giving him like sort of bits of tactics and whatnot. He also is going to make sure that again, our boy Zug is in shape. So, and he's also going to make sure that he's quick on his feet. So he is going to take one of his new sort of chain blades, stab him into like a nearby wall or something that he could probably get away with doing for a little bit. And he is going to extend them. Now, you've heard of the little kids game of jump rope, but you have never played the game jump chain. And he is going to have Zug be placed in the middle of it. And he's going to have Zug play double dutch with these two chain blades while it's going through the course, or like explaining the course with him.
Excellent. And so in the process, Zug is going to be performing in this small game of jump chain with chain blades, which is going to motivate him to be nimble on his feet and give him advantage on his acrobatics.
I'm explaining. Yeah, I'm pretty much explaining. I'm doing this. He's doing the little jump chain exercise while me also explaining, like, okay, you're gonna need to watch out for this guy over here. They seem a little bit more nimble and ready to go. So hey, all that sort of stuff.
Excellent. So we come to 30 seconds before the race begins, and everybody is taking their mark on the line. Zug, do you have anything to say before we begin?
Zug victorious!
Oh man, you're oh, sorry, your microphone, every time you scream into it, it breaks, it crackles.
Yeah, by next week it's gonna be fine.
All right.
He screams very loudly, victorious, haha, and just goes for it.
Excellent. The automaton waves the flag, fires the pistol, and you're off. Roll in acrobatics with advantage.
And guidance.
And
Yeah,
guidance.
Can we say like the serpents,
right?
like on? Yeah, 1d4. Okay, say like the serpent of Rashid is just like riding alongside of, wrapping around sort of Zug, giving him the guidance.
Absolutely. That would be fantastic.
A question, DM. No, chat
up?
inspiration just adds 1 to my roll, correct?
Chat inspiration, only 1 to your roll. Yep.
I want to add 2 inspirations to this roll just to be safe.
All
Yeah,
right.
smart.
Bump it to 15.
You hit the DC, my friend.
Oh,
Yeah.
You
There
hit the
you go.
DC, and there are no complications. So, you are able to take off down this obstacle course. You're able to avoid the various wooden obstacles that are set before you. You're able to climb the rope. It is soon you realize that while their two racers are going at whatever their quickest pace are, the goblin with the boots pulls a lever on his boots and immediately begins to rocket forward. However, you are able to very nimbly get across that pit, balancing, basically barely even balancing, basically just like on your tiptoes, running as fast as you can across the pole. And in doing so, you very nimbly manage to kick up the pole so that it strikes the goblin across the head, and he ends up swerving off to the side and crashing to the ground, not making it across the finish line. You end up making it across the finish line. So that makes for 2 successes. You have 3 more to go for: Constitution, Charisma, and Wisdom.
I think
go ahead.
Rashid will. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Rashid will just pat Zug on the back and then just start massaging his shoulders, like, all right, good job. See, for this next exercise, I want you to be sweating. That is what my coach told me all the time. So you do it now. Go, be strong, and sacrifice as you do. There, and then it just slaps him on the back and has him on his way. Oh, you're cutting out all the way.
Bro, I'm so mad. Okay.
That wasn't English.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, guys. Okay.
I think you said okay.
I think I'm gonna cry.
Oh god. Is it cutting out again? Bro.
It like progressively gets worse.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I'm so sorry.
that didn't help.
Okay, so I think we go for the charismatic people right now, right?
Absolutely.
So, let's go for it. Well, what options do I have on the charisma?
Boom. Oh, from that successful run in the obstacle course, you do have 8 of the spectators who are all talking between each other. They look clearly interested from the sidelines, and they have heard a rumor that there is this large orc, that it is you that is going to be performing and fighting at the arena. So they end up spreading a little bit of word of mouth, and it ends up, of course, being 8 more people who are interested in seeing you. Exactly. So charisma options. You can pick a fight and end it early with intimidation. You can go to the mead hall and win a game of Hand of Fate, which is basically like Texas Hold'em. That's going to be a deception check. Or you can perform theater at the Siren Stage, which is a performance check. It's up to you.
Anybody was gonna say something?
I was gonna say probably do the card game.
Which is deception, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you're proficient with it.
I have expertise in it.
Yeah, go with
Oh,
the
shit.
bard. Go with the bard.
Okay. I look at Winveer and look at the. I'm not gonna do the voice because it's blowing out my. Oh, I'm so sad. Okay, look at Winveer. Look at the tables of the people playing cards, and I just say go, and we zoom in the direction.
Very well then. Alright, so what am I rolling?
Excellent. Boom. Oh, we don't have a token that has vision here. Gotta turn off that vision.
Boom.
All right, welcome to the meat hall. You step in, and there are a few people that appear to be over to the south here that are running games of I almost said Texas Hold'em. It basically is Hands of Fate. And you are going to basically have what, a half let's say 15 minutes to a half hour playing with these individuals. However, let me make sure I get all of your stuff on the map here. So, these individuals are playing Hand of Fate. They look over and they see you standing there. What do you do or say?
Huh.
I just look at Winveer, say, "You got my back, small mans."
Of course. I
I
haven't
just
played
sit
Hand of Fate in a while.
I never play, so I just sit at one table very aggressively and kind of do a little desk chant. I don't know how to describe it on the desk, and just am looking for an opponent.
So you're looking for an opponent. A couple of individuals come over and decide that they want to move it over here. Unfortunately, oh wait, no, there is a perfect spot to do this. It is literally this room.
Zug.
Oh, I'm sorry. And if there's anybody that wants to participate in this game of Hand of Fate, it might not seem apparent now, but in case there is a complication, there is an opportunity for one of the other players to do something if you decide you want to participate in this game of Hand of Fate.
I will participate just to make sure that, do my part to make sure Zug wins.
Sure thing.
Zug, just being like, you can do it.
Yep.
Crush them.
As for anybody else, it's the challenge is to spread the word around the rest of the meat hall. Hey, there's this. Did you hear about Zug? The famous Zug? He's playing Hands of Fate. He's killing it right now.
Oh,
Stuff
don't
like
worry,
that.
I have something.
All right.
I'm just sending a certain other individual image of a certain couple of people.
All right. And as you do, the door opens and this individual steps in. And they say, "Is there another seat?"
Go right ahead.
And they nod, and the dealer ends up passing out the cards and sets up the deck.
Hey, out of character, I have no idea how to play any card games. Will needs help.
That
I
is
think I didn't
why.
play.
That is why you are going to leverage the assistance and coaching of your friend Winveer.
Okay.
So Winveer, tell us a little bit about how you're going to teach Zug how to play Hand of Fate.
It's doing this. It's like, all right, gotta be simple. I'm not even sure if he knows how to read. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I figured. So I go to him and goes, all right. Hands of Fate. Different type of different cards, different shapes. Find the different shapes, different numbers. For you make it very simple. If they have the same shape, keep. If the card has if they're both the same with higher number, if there's 2 writings instead of 1, keep. If it's a writing that doesn't, writing that kind of looks like a body sideways, keep.
Hey Zug,
If it
roll an intelligence check to see if you understand this.
I'm thinking of out of character. I'm kind of not getting it. Imagine Zug.
Oh.
Yay!
Ho ho
Actually,
ho! Hey.
I know everything.
Why the hell is
Never
Santa
mind.
Claus here?
I have no idea, but listen.
I know it all.
There's something about symbols. Must have same symbols, must have same color. Simple. It seems to click. It's very rare that this kind of stuff clicks in your head, but the nuance is deceiving your opponents with the bluff. All right, everybody has dealt cards. There's a stack. The first 3 are laid down. You look at the 3. You look at your hand. You realize that you have a couple pair.
What I got?
You got nothing.
I figured.
In which case, I generally want you, just basically over the course of the 15 or however long you're playing Hand of Fate, please roll a deception check with advantage because you are being assisted by the advisor Windveer.
Okay, let's do this.
Can I add inspiration? Can I add chat inspiration to this or no?
Yeah, I mean, you can share chat inspiration.
There we go.
Thank you, Ben
I'm
Bro.
gonna put in 2 chat inspiration for Zug.
Oh, thank you.
You make the DC. You make it.
Oh, come on, baby.
Hey.
So essentially over the period of 15 to 30, you start with a few chips, but the amount of chips begins to grow. You get more and more of the chips. You don't know what this is. It's not gold. It's not, it's not the blood of your enemies, but you feel good about getting more chips. More chips. In the meantime, what is happening outside of this room, I suppose, is somebody is trying to talk up a game. Somebody's trying to shine on your performance. Seems like we have Orgoth and we have Rashid out here.
All right, I didn't know if you were referring to us or not.
Yes.
Okay, Orgoth, I'll let you go first, buddy, if you're trying to do something.
Right. We'll say, look at my friend Orc. Look at him, or I'll sacrifice you.
Shit.
What the fuck?
Roll an intimidation check.
Look at it! I want you to look at it!
What? Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, that didn't work well.
They begin immediately just like walking away, like whatever.
Yeah.
And immediately Rashid would just walk over and just like stop right there. And would just say, well, before you go, you can see as my individual, my client over there, the big orcish individual, and I'll point obviously to Zug, is performing oh so well in this card game. Actually, you seem like an individual who likes entertainment. Well, make sure to come around to the Vagabond Arena. It's very, very soon where you will see the ultimate entertainment and battle.
All right, roll a if you want to consider a performance or persuasion, one or the other.
Let's go. I think he's not proficient in either. Nah, he's not. All right, let's do persuasion. This makes more sense. 15. Hey.
18. Excellent. So you are able to get a number of people to start kind of head over there and head into
Here's
that
what I want to
room.
do specifically.
What's up?
I want to, like, as they're doing this, I want to use minor illusion and make my own flyer of, like, literally just make an entire flyer of this fight with Zug's sort of face on it. It's just, like, confused, but he looks so powerful and strong, but he just has a confused, like, I don't know what's going on. I think I'm supposed to be here sort of face.
It does the job. It manages to get all of these people into that room. From the other room there, Rashid and Orgoth, you hear somebody slam the table and scream out in Orcish. And in response, a bunch of these orcs begin heading into that room.
Oh, actually, I got an idea.
And one of the orcs says, "Hey, little dragonkin, move over."
No, to my left. Move over.
You're looking to the orc to your left and telling him to move over?
Yeah.
The orc to your left says, "I'm not moving over, you move over."
No. You move over.
The third orc says, "Let him through." Hey,
One of you
so
has to move over.
King, I mean, you're small. They could probably step in your way, but there's a particular reason. Hey, King, please do a perception check if you could.
All right.
Okay. You can see that these orcs came in. They must have came in the response to the one orc woman down in the corner slamming the table and yelling out in basically yelling out profanities in Orcish, and that they're basically responding in sort of like a defensive way. And you suspect, you're not sure, but you suspect that one of them might be trying to get a little aggressive with what's going on at the table. It could screw up the plan.
One of the orcs around me?
Yeah, it could. If they, it could screw up the plan if they decide to, flip over the table or whatever.
Now you listen here, all of you. You need to behave yourselves, or we're gonna have some problems.
Is that an intimidation check?
Is trying to play a peaceful game. If you interrupt it, I'm afraid I'm going to have to step in.
Oh, that's an inspiration check. Please do an inspiration check, King. Or sorry, intimidation inspiration. An intimidation check.
Come on.
Come on, buddy. Hell yeah.
Nice. Okay.
I was gonna use my DM's inspiration for that one.
Tell me what this intimidation looks like. How do you manage to intimidate them?
I'm gonna just kind of dead stare at all of them, and if any of them show any sign of sort of like they're not gonna listen to me, I'm gonna just kind of motion to the giant greatsword on my shoulder.
The orcs look between each other, and they look a little puzzled because you're just a little guy. You got this like big sword, and like they seem a little nervous all of a sudden. And they look over to the orc in the corner, and the orc in the corner literally takes their axe and chops it into the table and yells out in Orcish, "Get out of here! I don't need your help!" And each of the orcs just kind of like drop their face and start leaving.
Yeah,
And
what she said, whatever it was.
one of the orcs looks over you and says, "Those giant runes.
Yes. What of it?
Saw another in city with giant runes.
Where? Where did
Saw
you see
them
it?
in Thorntown, north.
Thorntown North.
Yes. Hanging around the tavern in the tower.
I see.
They said they hear voices. Do you hear voices?
Perhaps.
Should probably seek this one.
Yes, I should do that. Thank you for the information.
Respects for little guy with big sword.
Thank you.
And he just nods, grunts, and leaves.
He was nice.
I'll pass him a flyer on his way out.
He looks at the flyer. He's like, "Hmm?" And this, he shrugs, but like shrugs in a sort of way, like in a positive way, like, "Hmm."
Okay.
Yeah. And you succeed at staring down each of your opponents there, Zug. You manage to not literally eliminate in the way that I'm getting rid of tokens. You don't fucking kill them. But it's down to you and this orc lady. And you manage to lay down your hands. And they lay down their hands. And they have a king's court. And you have a royal line. And you take all of the chips, and everybody is applauding your tactful use.
Yes, Sug has all the chips. Doing
Nine-
Sug speak without the Sug voice is so weird.
You managed to earn a little bit of money for it. That is going to be it to the tune of, let's hope that these roll not terribly. No. Not terribly. That much gold. It's 26 gold.
I look at the gold, look at King behind me, and do the same thing I did in the first session. I just give it to him and say, "No use for coin. Big mans only care about glory."
And Winview just kind of looks like a little sad, upset, like, I was gonna have some of that coin. Shit.
That's
Oh well.
a lot of money. Thank you, Zug.
Of course, the amount of coin does not count for the amount of coin that you put in Winveer to assist, but it basically you are being reimbursed with an X number. Basically, however much you lost is how much is reimbursed.
I figured.
So, all right, that is the charisma challenge. I
did want to do something.
What did you want to do?
I wanted to get Orgoth or whatever I wanted to, because I wanted to make sure we got everybody in this tavern going here to this thing. Can I do that?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, Rashid will walk over and just say, "Hey, Orgoth, I need you in a second. A couple of these individuals are listening, but not every last one of them. You think you can help sort of get a little bit more of the promotion out there?"
Sure. What do you need me to do?
Okay, so we can maybe sort of divide and conquer. I mean, or we can sort of tag team this thing in the promotion department. And he's gonna point over to these individuals. They look like lovable folk, but and I don't know about these sort of brooding ones in the back. I mean, you think that you could maybe have luck with them? But I don't know. I just simply need you to pretty much just hold this flyer. That's it. And he's gonna minor illusion a flyer into his hand and convince them to, investigate the arena and, cheer on our friend Zug.
All right.
You're alive up there?
Yes, hopefully he's alive there.
He's there with a flyer, and he'll tell them to come to the arena.
Come on.
Right when he's about to tell them to, or otherwise they'll be but he looks at Rashid first.
He just granted, I don't know if Orgoth even knows what he means, but he's just a little bit lighter, not lead him into the sacrifice immediately.
Oh, a bit lighter. You'll enjoy the show.
He gives him thumbs up.
Is that aid on intimidation? Is that aid on persuasion? I feel like that's more persuasion.
I mean, whatever Orgoth really wants, but he's doing the "How do you train your dragon" meme, just giving him thumbs up. Like, you got this, buddy.
Yeah, persuasion. Let's hope that this works.
All right,
go on. I believe.
Hey.
That's pretty good. Actually, fuck it. I will dump my inspiration or 2 of my inspiration points to make that an 18.
So make it an 18.
I want this to happen so bad.
All right. So, both of these individuals, who are clearly drow, look between each other. And while they look between each other, they look back at Orgoth, and they say, and the individual up top says, "Quite charming, but my brother is going to be fighting at the arena already, so hopefully your Zug, is it, doesn't get killed out there."
Your brother will meet Morgus.
Valimar, sorry, oh, why did I just say the name of the person? Anyways, Valimar. Anyways, the drow steps up and immediately pulls out a weapon, a rapier, and begins to stick it kind of in your direction and say, "I would hold your tongue if I were you. I am drow royalty. Valimar Kendar is my name."
Orgoth will pretty much look at Rashid and go, Who's that guy? What's a drow?
I don't know, never heard of him. But as you can see, just sort of step in. Oh yes, and kind of mimicking him. He's gonna fucking irritate this guy. I'm sorry, but oh yes, and I am Oculi, sort of nobility. Flashes purple eyes. The Alcifars. I'm sure you've heard of him. Nah, no one cares. You see, the thing is, we just want you to enjoy the show. There's no need for a fight because there will be plenty of them at the arena. That being said. If you are so inclined, you could always enter. I'll be there. He'll be there. Could sort of handle it that way, huh?
As my sister said, I have already signed up, and I'm sure to win this tournament. Do you tell your Zug that he better be good with his footwork, because I will make mincemeat out of that orc if he is not careful.
I see. And, and what was your name again? Exactly, so we can make sure to, the one to look out for.
He looks over to you and is like, I don't entertain fools. Well,
maybe just this one? And he'll pull out the card of the fool.
You pull out the card. That's from your tarot deck, right?
Tarot card, yeah.
How mad would you be if one of those tarot cards got destroyed?
I'll just get another one and make another one.
Lightning fast, almost as if you completely didn't notice the stroke of his hand. You notice the card of the fool is cut in half, and the other half begins to float down to the ground. And he takes his blade and he resheaths it, and he looks over and he says, Celaya, I think it is about time that we go. They nod and they begin very sneeringly start moving towards the exit.
Rashid just sort of with a shit-eating grin and just saying, so you'll be at the event, right?
No answer. They just leave.
I think they like us.
Sacrifice the Mogus. I have to tell Zug.
Yes, you can actually sacrifice them.
When that drow dies, his sword will be mine.
Oh, I like the way you think. Let's go back to the others.
So the orc woman says, that was frustrating, but you won fair and square. And they extend their hand to shake yours.
Wait. How tall is her?
About like a few inches, just a couple inches shorter than you.
I don't want to cause any commotion, I would just shake her hand.
She shakes your hand and she says, "You're gonna be at the tournament. See you there."
I am the tournament. Doug just walks away after saying it.
Yep. Hope you don't fight against me. I'll cut anybody in that tournament in two.
Ignores her.
She shouts at her entourage, and they all leave at once.
I'm gonna tug at Benjaver.
Yep. This person steps up, looks over to Ray, and says, "Is this the same guy that did all those neat stunts on that magic carpet?"
Yep, that would be him, the great Zug.
Wow. Do you think, like, I don't know, do you think I could get his autograph?
You know, not right now. He's super busy, but you know, see me at the tournament, and I'll hook you up. Don't worry.
Excellent. I'll go tell my friends, and maybe we could all get autographs.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure I can make that happen for you.
They very excitedly go. These two bicker together. Blah blah blah. They go. They leave. That is the end of this challenge. We have we don't have so much time left, but we have 2 more challenges. I believe the challenges were Constitution and Wisdom.
Yes.
So, Constitution is going to be a matter of some of the stuff that I talked about before, which is you can bear a hot brand in the Forge Master's corner. You could do a balancing act above the grub court, basically, you know, tightrope, or you could take Mind Flayer Mead from Rogar and try not to go crazy. Otherwise, Wisdom will be doing axe throwing, but doing it blindfolded, having somebody else sort of like spot for you, which is basically perception and ranged attack. Otherwise, you could do Gorgon Rodeo, which is animal handling, or you can. There's always going to be thieves. A couple. It's not unusual for someone to be like, somebody stole this from me. Basically, doing a survival check to track down where the thief had left. So, Constitution and Wisdom. We have about like 10 minutes left of the stream, so let's.
Okay, so we go wisdom boys, girls here.
Yep.
Okay, let's go wisdom.
Let's go.
Then.
All right.
Can you tell me the options again, please?
Axe throwing blindfolded, or Gorgon rodeo, or track down a thief. Basically, perception check, animal handling, survival.
Anyone proficient with any of those?
I'm proficient in perception.
I'm also good with perception. Is anybody not gone that wants to go?
Yeah.
Ray, King.
I don't have any of those ones, so it's all you guys.
I have perception as well.
What King do?
Yeah, let's.
But I am also
go
blind in the sun.
It's getting dark out, honestly.
Okay,
so don't worry about it.
Okay.
Bet. Me and King will go to the throwing one. That was the perception, correct?
Yes, axe throwing blindfolded.
Yeah, let's do that one.
All right. To the players' row you go. Axe throwing competition. There are people one at a time competing against each other for the most points. However, you're going to one-up them. You're going to do it blindfolded. As we return to Autumn Rock and move y'all over to Players Row. Go ahead and roll a. So who wants to assist in perception? Basically, he's going to be doing a bunch of practice blindfolded. And think of it as like that scene from Star Wars where Luke is blindfolded and he's trying to use the Force, except instead of trying to use the Force, somebody else is trying to like, you know, practice with him.
King, I believe it is, but I will give them guidance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could you tell me, like, when you give guidance, what does this look like? Is it just like touching them on the shoulder and then they get guidance?
Yeah, pretty much. It's just like a gentle, like, pat, and that's about it. It's nothing. She doesn't do anything big and attractive. It's just like, there you go, you got this.
Gotcha. So giving, basically, yeah, giving encouragement. It's essentially what guidance is encouragement, is magical encouragement.
And I also add on to something because King was kind of unsure about himself with this. Rashid will just sort of look down to King and just say, if I am correct, I believe that the kobolds, they don't necessarily see too well out in the day or the sun, right?
The sun is very bright.
Well, that being said, you're used to sort of having to deal with obstacles when it comes to perception anyways. Without a blindfold, I think that actually you would probably be the best teacher out of all of us. And how you're able to sort of circumvent all of those obstacles. You're the one for the job, King.
Yes. Very well. I will do it. Come, Zug. Let me teach you.
Yes, Zuckum. I'm trying.
Anyways.
Waddling to him.
All right. In which case paint the picture. What does this look like when you're training him, or when you're giving him when you're doing practice with him?
So I'll just like put like a blindfold on him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be like, so it's very simple. You just listen to your surroundings and you think, where are the sacrifices? And then you try to figure out where your enemy is, and then you swing with all your might. You just need to how you say, open your third eye. You just need to get good. You need to know what's around you.
I understand it all.
Just think of all the sacrifices.
Oh
Let it
yeah.
fuel you.
Sacrifices. Yeah. Zug is pumped by the fact that he's mentioning sacrifices.
Excellent. So, giving him the proper pep talk and everything, he does a few of the axe throws, listening, trying to. I guess it should make sense. It would make a lot more sense if it was blind axe throws, if there was a moving target, because then it's then it's timed or something. Okay. Yep. Rethinking my approach. Yep. It's a moving target. It's a motorized moving target. And so it's not just hitting it, but it's knowing exactly when, if it's going to be on like the top, if it's a target on the top row, the middle row, or the bottom row. So there's like, think of it as like 3 separate rows where a target moves left or right. And so you have to listen in on, is it coming from the left or the right, and gauge, is it top, middle, or bottom? Which now makes more sense to my brain doing this blindfolded, because then you're actually trying to throw it at something that is moving. But anyways, please, if you may, when it is now your turn, one-upping everybody, putting a blindfold on, make a perception check at advantage. No, hold on. Let me rethink this. Perception check, and then it's ranged attack roll at advantage.
Okay. I'll roll perception first. Let's go. Rolling high. Oh fuck.
Okay, so that perception basically is gonna make the DC harder.
Oh fuck. Okay. So I ranged attack. Before Zug throws this axe, he's just gonna scream, "Sacrifice!" Okay.
I feel like you're just. I don't know. Was that Orgoth? That was Orgoth's line, wasn't it?
It now became ours.
It's now just the orcs. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah.
So I roll a normal roll, correct?
You roll a. Well, it's it's going to be with advantage still because you've received practice training, but the DC is higher.
Okay, don't fuck me. Look, let's do this. Oh, I will use inspiration. Let me see how many I got. I'll use 2 inspiration on that.
Okay.
I'll give him one of my inspirations as well.
I give him one of mine as well.
Teamwork.
We're making the spirit bomb of auto checks.
That becomes 17. You swoosh.
What?
No, that's a good thing. Swoosh, swoosh.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Yes.
Sorry. The axe flies through the air in slow motion to this exact song. Strikes its target, and everybody witnesses and applauds.
Sug is just doing the Dr. Disrespect dance.
You rolled a 1. Damn it.
Oh, no.
So you got 6 people, and then somebody shouts, bullshit, do it again.
What?
So please do another perception check. Please do another ranged attack roll. I'm sorry.
That's so good. Okay.
We take those.
All right. No. Let me refresh it. Remember, it was a normal perception check roll, and then it was an attack roll with it. Or is that how? That's how you did it before, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll keep it. We'll keep it. Okay, so lower
If it makes
D.
a difference, the 18 is the first one, anyways.
Yeah. So lower DC, but do a ranged attack with advantage.
Okay, let's do this. Okay. My luck is back.
Somebody is about to walk over to grab the axe, but you're too quick, and you take the axe and you split the axe. It literally like sticks into the one axe sticks into the handle of the other axe, and like splits it down the middle.
I look at the guy. Yeah, call bullshit on that, and I just flip him off. While doing the Dr. Disrespect dance because the music is vibing.
And you got a bunch of people who are like who are just going nuts. And at this point, a bunch of the crowd that you gained from previous events has sort of started following you. You have a bit of a following now. And as you are about to approach your final challenge, they start like parading behind you. They want to know. They want to know what's the last thing that you're going to attempt. It's going to be a Constitution challenge. Which Constitution challenge do you want to take up?
What was the role for the arm wrestling one?
That was strength.
Oh, okay. So
You can
give
take
me
a
the
shot
options
of the
again.
Mind Flayer.
What did you say?
Take a shot of the Mind Flayer.
Mind Flayer need.
Will that kill me?
No, but if you fail, every single person around you will look like a Mind Flayer, and you will be immediately hostile. So this could go terribly.
Yeah. Let's not do that one.
Oh, okay. You know, because my campaigns have been so lucky when it comes to Mind Flayer mead.
Okay,
No,
so
please.
do I
beg of you.
Do I turn aggressive, or to me they are all?
To you, they are all mind. To me,
No, not again.
they are all Mind Flayers, and you must protect. You must protect yourself and others from the Mind Flayers, which are everywhere.
Why haven't we banned this fucking drink?
This drink has a history, so I shall take it, baby. Let's go to the Mind Flayer meet.
It's like betting all in. You have an entire crowd following you. Oh dear. Let's do it. All right, back to the grub court.
Oh.
Listen.
You gotta do it for the culture.
I believe in you.
You all approach. Oh. And you walk right up to Rogar and demand one Mind Flayer mead. What everybody can do, because there isn't necessarily a constitution like assistance, is y'all can basically, if y'all decide to cheer Zug, you know, if y'all decide to cheer for Zug as he is about to take this shot, convince everybody to cheer, then he gets advantage on his saving throw.
I'm gonna get him to cheer. Zug.
All right,
I'll assist with. Oh, good.
Sorry. Persuading the crowd.
Got it.
I'll give him advantage. I'll like use minor illusion to make it sound like people are slowly starting to chant Zug, Zug, Zug. People are more likely to do it if more other people are doing it.
That is true. Do I get the advantage or no?
You get the advantage for sure. I'm just giving advantage left and right for this because that is exactly what this is about. You got some people cheering. You got some people chanting. That is going to give you a little bit of boost, and I'll explain how it gives you that boost once you do your Constitution saving throw. Rogar looks at you like, you must be crazy, but I'm about to take out this secret flask and I'm about to pour it in front of you. And he looks at you and says, "Good luck. You're gonna need it."
Yeah, God help me. What do I roll?
You roll a Constitution saving throw against poison.
Okay. Please don't fuck me. Please. Advantage or normal?
You will get advantage.
Okay. Okay. Fuck. Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Ooh, powerful.
Oh.
For a brief moment, you do see shifting vision. You look at all of your new friends. You look at all of the people that have joined. And for a moment, you almost see tendrils coming down from their chin, but it fades away. You recognize immediately that it is an illusion, and you've realized that you have conquered the Mind Flayer mead, and everybody is watching.
Calculated risks.
And everybody's watching, like wondering, is he overcoming this fabled shot? Is he doing it?
He just screams out loud, Zug victorious, and growls really loudly.
And just like that, my friends, you have succeeded. It was a very easy skill challenge because there was a lot of opportunity to get advantage. But you just succeeded the skill challenge, and Zug now has a massive following. He has a following of I counted it up. He's like in the upper 30s, lower 40s.
Damn.
He's got a lot of people who are just like cheering him on and making a fantastic opportunity to spread the word, pass the flyers around. You, my friend Zug, you've done it. You've done it, and you are going to have a large crowd watching you during the arena. And this is going to be the beginning.
Baby.
This is the beginning of your career as a fighter. and by extension, the beginning of the careers of the adventurers that you have allied yourself with. What do you have to say for yourself, Zug?
I'll try to do the voice. Zug will win!
I heard that!
Yes!
Super. So, I think that's where we're going to call the stream. I was almost anticipating that was going to go terribly, and that was going to be the cliffhanger. But that's not how it happened. So, listen. Next session, we're going to start the tournament arc. Obviously, the first 2 fights may not be that hard, but you will have a final battle. Plus, there is the monster, whatever the monster challenge is, which everybody will be participating in. And on top of that, there are still unanswered mysteries. What of the magic behind the rat golem? What of the stranger that even now, Zug, as you are looking at the bottom of the shot glass, you think you see just the barest reflection of this stranger looking up at you.
Oh, shit.
We'll tune in next week for that. Hey, everybody, thank you very much for attending the stream. As discombobulated as it may have been, however, next week we got some things that are going to pop off. Thank you very much to Emmy/Inspiration playing as Ray, Sensei Suplex playing as Rashid, Squigs playing as Windveer, Phoenix V playing as Orgoth, Gabe Grimoire playing as King, and Ambrose playing as the esteemed warrior about to conquer the tournament, Zug.
It's me.
For those of you that are curious, of course, this is... Oh, I gotta update that still. It's 16, not 6. Project Aurora is an MMO D&D experience. This is a campaign set in the Project Aurora universe. And so if you're interested in tuning in, if you're interested in seeing what other adventures there are out there, please join the Discord. We would love to have you. Also, you have an opportunity to play in some D&D campaigns as well.
Hey, can I plug something?
Plug something.
All right. Hey, yo, you heard Project Aurora? That thing? Yeah. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern time, worlds will collide. And it's going to be a 9-person raid boss tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern time, featuring people from 4 different campaigns in Project Aurora. It's going to be sick.
I didn't
And they're
know
going to
that.
be
That's
taking
crazy.
on Mummy Lord Anbu. It's going to be amazing. Go check it out. It's going to be on my channel. I'll link it later. Or Matt can link it or whatever. Join the Discord. You'll get notified. Boom.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Sensei. I'll grab that link and then I'll post it in chat. Hey, anybody else have any projects that they want to plug before we wrap up the stream?
I gotta wait for my paperwork to get done.
Gotta wait for your paperwork to get done.
Yep.
What paperwork?
Oh, yeah. So I'm starting up just have to finish it up. A nonprofit charity that working to gain to give access, free access to children and anybody within a school that allows them to actually have the access to the book that ultimately they will not do, considering how much it costs. It mostly helping those with it, those that are most affected that are not able to actually pay for any of the material that help with education.
Excellent. Is this something that you are is this something that you are doing? Is this just for the local area, or is this like?
No, I'm making it local at first, but I'm hopefully be able to expand it further.
Excellent. Hey, keep us up to date on the progress, because charity giving, these are things that should be celebrated, and especially in a community as in a community as bound together and as inclusive as ours, we'd always like to attract people who are productive, industrious, and give back to communities. So, yeah, thank you very much for sharing that.
No problem.
I think if nobody else has anything else to plug, I will wrap up the stream. Once again, thank you very much, everybody in chat, for witnessing me doing my like cyberpunk thing. That was fun. Hey,
It's amazing.
thank you. Check out next week's stream. Check out tomorrow's stream on Sensei Suplex's channel, because that is going to be a massive event. And I will see y'all later. Take care, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Take care.
Meet the bunny.